You guys ready?
Yeah, as ready as we will be. We don't have our cleric with.
Yeah, no cleric. It's like you've never had a cleric before. Once now, the entire campaign.
It's like, I don't know if we can survive without a cleric.
Alrighty, so quick recap of last session. You guys have headed quite north of Saltmarsh during a week in which you have a bit of spare time. You've travelled up into the Hull Marshes, or east of the Hull Marshes into the Drowned Forest. You first stopped at Burl, a fortification of humans that sort of border the Forest of Silverstand, in which there are elven settlements and wood elves that protect the people of Saltmarsh and the other cities to the south from any threats that may come out of the Hull Marshes. You've made your way into the Drowned Forest, in which you've learned a few things. Firstly, it is a haven for fire cultists. However, they seem to have been sort of dissipated over time. Also, there are foul demons that lurk within the Drowned Forest, and there's all manner of evil. There are portals leading to very evil realms indeed, such as the Abyss. And one paladin had ventured in there, a lost paladin named Luth Daggermeyer. He's a paladin of Lathander. He went on a pilgrimage into the Drowned Forest to smite the evil, and a friendly Trent and some talking trees, I should say, awakened trees, not really a Trent. They had told you guys of Luth and his pilgrimage, his expedition to the Drowned Forest, and how he was going to Hexholm to try and smite a darkness and evil that resides in this ancient but ruined fortification. You guys headed inside, and you were met with ghosts and a strange looking warlock. Seems to be almost lich-like, skeletal in appearance. You've explored some of Hexholm, and upon Baraza being possessed into wanting to lay this corpse to rest that was disgouged by this corpse flower, Venetia Winterfane and her followers, a bunch of sword warriors, guards, her house guards of an ancient time, they all faded away, and Venetia herself crumbled to the ground. However, that's all well and good, but there is still no sign of Luth Daggermeyer at this stage. And when you first entered Hexholm, you noticed this shadowy figure in one of these upper rooms, and you heard some sort of scratching and some moaning coming from one of these rooms. And as you enter, you see this sort of hunched over figure. He wears this ill-fitting red livery, some heavy armor that's sort of bent, buckled and twisted. Underneath his sagging form, there are these spikes jutting out the size of this creature's back, and in one of these weird hooked hands that he has, he still sort of scrapes this longsword along the ground, and he has sort of wailed to you guys. Saying that he is lost, doesn't know where he is, and he's somewhat lonely. I just want a hug, he has called. And I think Sweet Lou decided to take him up on the offer and give him a nice hug. As soon as that happens, these large claws jutting out the side of this creature's waist, shoulders, back. These spikes just close in on him like a Venus flytrap closing its maw on an unsuspecting fly. And these pincers stick straight into Sweet Lou. And as they embrace, you hear this creature still murmur some more. You will help me. You will will help me find my way. And then this creature then takes these spikes out of Sweet Lou, and Sweet Lou falls onto the ground, paralyzed. And that's when you know this thing is a real threat. It looks over at Adol next. Hug! Hug! Give me
Hugs.
a hug!
No. No, I'm good. I step away. I'm like, nope.
Razor.
As you go to step
done.
out of the way, it lumbers towards you, running and sort of clamping
Oh shit.
these long spikes together, almost like a pincer. Hug! Help me find my way! Don't leave me alone!
Oh my god.
And Adol, you are up first, my friend.
Huh?
Oh, this music is pumping.
You're up first. We're in initiative.
Oh.
This thing is trying to
my
stab you
God.
in the face with its sweet embrace.
I am.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know what it did, but it messed up my computer. So I'm just gonna.
Oh, sure, I get it. I see how it is. Yeah. Okay. What do you need me to roll? Just tell me. Obviously, it's an attack roll or something.
Yeah, my computers have the same effect in about four different players.
Yeah.
In about 4 turns, your
Yes,
computer's gonna have the same thing wrong with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, oh,
Okay.
oh, my computer.
Okay.
Rebooting.
I'm going to if you don't mind, I would need you to make an attack for me with my short sword for my first attack.
Oh, really?
I
You're
watch
not
your
gonna like what he
streams.
just rolled.
I watch your streams. I know.
Do you honestly want me to make the roll for you, or are you just messing around?
No. If I do, but if need, but I could just take the dodge action if needed, because I could just act like I'm just stunned.
No, you can. If
So
you
you-
want to attack, go for it. I'll
Okay,
you're
yeah.
gonna make I'll roll for you.
Alright.
So you make an attack with your short sword.
Yes. Yep. Short sword with my first attack.
All right, you swing at it, and it just
that a
like
crit?
uses one of these. Not quite. It uses one of these claws to deflect the blade and hits your sword to the side. 11 misses.
Okay. Okay. Then I would like to use my dagger of venom for my bonus action.
All right, you whip the dagger around and try to stab into this thing with your bonus action. A 13 misses. You sort of stab into its leathery skin, and the dagger just sort of stops there, and you pull it back, and it fails to penetrate the flesh of this creature.
Okay. And then after that, I would like to move. So I'm out of the way of the other people.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
plenty of movement.
don't-
It's a small room. It's like 10 by 20 foot square. There's only a single exit. There are 2 arrow slits lining the north wall, and you run past Sweet Lou, Stingy Widget, and run outside to the festool here.
Yeah. Yeah. I would probably just move like 5 or 10 feet, like just so other people can get inside.
Okay.
Not yep. And I'll end my turn. Thank you.
All right. Laron.
I was hoping it wasn't my turn. My game is still loading, so thing.
Breaking up a bit there.
What? While I try to find a way to find. Not really. Hello?
Can hear you sort
No,
of.
we missed half of what you said.
That's my problem.
Hello?
Seb, could you fire both the
Firebolt
thing-
it?
Hello? Yes, please.
You're coming through really choppy at the moment.
I heard that he wanted to try and move and firebolt on the creature.
Alright, to get into a position to move and firebolt, you're going to either be at disadvantage, or you're going to... You've got a few ways to do it. You can be like next to it and do it at disadvantage. You can move by it, get into the room, and do it at disadvantage, and provoke an opportunity attack. Or you can try and angle it like through the doorway, and it'll be a very difficult shot to make.
I'll move. Let's see if my move shows up. All right, 1 sec. 10, 15, 20. Here. Did it move for you guys?
Yep. You can sort of see it barely through the
right.
door frame and your allies. Are you there, Laron? I think he's having some internet issues there.
And firebolt him if you can, because my character.
Okay. Alright, you launch a firebolt at him. And you get a 17 on the attack roll. It actually misses. It hits the door frame and explodes back. I think that'll end his turn there.
Alright, I'm gonna move in real quick. Alright, Berazer's in there. Oh, I didn't know Berazer was in there.
As you stand there, you are squeezing.
There we go. So it's 10 feet. Yeah, I didn't know Berazer was in here. Oh right, Adolf's the light
moving
source.
in and out of its reach.
Nah, I'm trying to like see the lighting in the room. But
It's like no light in here whatsoever.
a cunning action, disengage, and go back out in the hall.
Yeah, I get on my shield still, so when I move up, you guys will see more.
Cool. And then I guess I'll cast Mage Hand, just because.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass turn.
Kareth.
Considering I have the light, I better move forward here for everybody. I can't move there? What happened? I got stuck.
The doorway is here. It's only
Okay.
5 foot.
I wonder
doorway.
what. I couldn't tell it was the doorway. I thought it was bench. Okay, so it's 10. So this would be 20. Oh, I was right next to him, so I got it. Okay, I'll go there.
Alright, as you move in, the creature sort of shuns the light, sort of uses its multiple clawed arms to shield its eyes. Bright, so bright. You see this beaten holy symbol of Lathander, sort of in a rusty chain hanging by his neck.
Oh, too bad. All right, attack.
And a 25 is a hit. Right, you slash into him for 7 points of damage.
Fell up with the last attack.
26
Good
hits.
job, Ariel.
And you slice again. The magical weapon cuts straight through his flesh. And you hear him sort of question you. Why are you hurting me? I just want to hug you.
Yeah, not gonna happen, bud.
Hug this, and then I'll swing my axe at him recklessly. Also, I'm gonna pop my last rage as well.
Okay. Alright, it's a little bit hard to swing your weapon in this room to get leverage with both arms. You take a swing at him and a 14 is a miss. He steps back. You come around again, swinging all crazy like a 9 is a miss. You swing through the air. And then as you swing Bereza, he sort of leaps at you and tries to like stick these spikes into you like he did Sweet Lou. And a 12 is a miss. So pinces his arms together. You move out of the way, and he ends his turn there. Adol.
All right, you said that he had a Lathander chain around his.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name?
Luth Daggermeyer.
I tried talking to him. Luke, is that you?
Yes. It's me. Where am I?
You're in somebody's lair. What happened to you?
Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. I just need to hold you. Please. Won't you let me just embrace you? And take 32 psychic damage at the end of your turn, please.
Can I do an Arcana check as an action?
Free hugs.
Because I was. If this was an action, like
You can you can make an Arcana check to see if you know what this thing is and what's happened to him. It doesn't take an action though.
Okay.
Just recalling lore.
You know, that's fine. Yeah, you know, that's fine. I just want to like. I don't know what to think of this. Yeah, can you roll for me, please? I would like a crit. Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get
I'm
you
sorry,
a crit there. A 13. You got no idea what has happened to him at all. We've never heard of anything like this before.
Okay. Well, all I can tell you guys is that that's him, the guy we're looking for, but there's something wrong with him. And I passed turn.
Do you want to do anything with your action?
Oh, I thought it would take my action.
Not to recall
okay.
lore, no. That's just thinking. It's something you can do for free.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do. Can you click on one of my spells? Hold person, if that is a.
All right, you try to cast Hold Person on it, and when that happens, the spell immediately fails. It is not a humanoid.
Okay.
So you don't lose your spell slot, but you do use your action for that.
Okay.
You start to
All right.
recite the components of the spell, and then it just all fizzles out.
Oh, okay then. I passed turn then.
Haran, any luck with character sheet?
Yeah, I got my stuff loaded up.
You're sounding clearer now too.
Yes. Well, can I try trying to get a little more detail from what Arlo Adol?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check as well to see if you know what this thing is. It's certainly strange.
All right. Nope.
If you do know what it is, nothing's coming to your mind right now. Definitely looks like he is obviously undergone some sort of herbal mutation.
I really don't know what to tell you guys. I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna shoot it with a fireball.
Well, if you don't know what it is, we're gonna kill it.
Alrighty, you launch a firebolt at it, and a 15. It's got too much cover there, Laurent, before it hits the door frame again. The firebolt just sort of splashes outwards, scorches the door.
Stingy. All right, I will move up. The door is where Sweet Lou is, right?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to.
Just a 5-foot
Oh.
wide doorway.
And if I attack from Sweet Lou's space, I'll be squeezing. Is that correct?
Yes. He made sure he went paralyzed in the most annoying spot possible.
That does make sense. Let's see. I'll just move right there, and I have cunning action disengage, right, and then move there, and then try and shoot him with an arrow. Actually, no. First, can I use my bonus action to try and Mage Hand Lederman the holy symbol of Lathander?
You already
on him
used
real
your
quick?
bonus action to disengage.
Yes, I did. Never mind. I will. Yeah, fuck it. I want to talk to him, but
You could use your action to use Mage Hand.
I will do that. I will use my action to try and take the holy symbol off of him.
Alright. Show me the Mage Hand Legerdemain.
Ledgermain or whatever.
Legerdemain. Alright, so you can retrieve an object in a container worn or carried by another creature. In a container worn or carried by another creature. That's weird wording. But yes, make a sleight of hand check.
Come on.
He sees the mage hand coming at him, but he doesn't make any effort to prevent you from taking the chain. He tries to hug the mage hand. Oh no, it's invisible, isn't it? Actually, so.
Yeah.
You just snap the chain off his neck. Well, you don't snap it off, but you just take it
So
off.
it's in the
his
mage
neck.
hand.
Yeah.
I'll dangle it in front of him and I'll say, "Remember who you are. Look at your holy symbol. You're a paladin, for God's sake. Snap out of it." Then I'll move up.
I just want to hold you. He doesn't seem to be sensical.
Damn, he's lost, boys. Get him. And then I'll pass to him.
The trope of him remembering who he is does not seem to apply this time.
Just checking.
Kirith.
I figured this could be like anime, you know?
His eyes start
I
to
know you're right
glisten.
there somewhere.
Oh. Stingy
What we have to
witches
do is-
chaos!
We have to let him punch us until we're almost dead. That's what happens.
20 hits. Kirith ain't trying to negotiate, he's just slashing through him. 10 points of damage. A 20 hits as you slice again. Start to cut some ribbons through him, and his flesh seeps this sort of negative energy. It's like this weird crackling black liquid that sort of has wisps of sort of air coming off of it, and they sort of dissipate around him as you slash him. Barazar.
Alright, again, recklessly attacking this creature.
What monster are you fighting?
We don't know what it is.
Oh. Nick, what? Fucking Chicago's a scam. You know that?
You're talking about how Chicago is a scam. I need that for the crits.
Fucking listen to this, Nick. You go to Walmart, you get a bottle of soda for 78 cents. You fucking go to Chicago, you get a bottle of soda for $1.60. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You're double. Like, dude,
Are you
Chicago's
talking
double
about
the
a
fucking money.
city? Or
I swear.
He's talking about Chicago.
Dude, Nick,
The
a
city?
fucking, you know, like,
Yes, the city of Chicago.
no, Nick, listen to this bullshit.
my
Alrighty,
God.
guys, sorry,
Listen to
sorry, guys, we gotta keep this game going. So I'll just go on mute, please. All right, you take
Wait,
a
what?
heaving swing with the axe Barazer, and you hit for 30 points of damage. You cleave off 2 of his arms. You take another swing. A 12 is a miss. The creature just sort of steps back. It's very badly hurt. It looks down at its severed arms. Looks up at you with this sorrowful look in its eyes. he sort of turns his body sideways. You can hear this cracking and scraping, and then he still sort of tries to lash at you, Bereza. And a 24 hits. Alright, the spikes stab into you for 11 piercing damage, and you become grappled. While you're grappled like that, you are frightened, and you're going to take a lot of psychic damage at the end of every turn as he just sort of stares you in the eyes, and you start to just feel this tremendous pain in your mind. Adol.
That's a special hug, alright?
Alright, I'm gonna try to move up. Oh. Take some swipes.
I'm sorry about my brother. It was my fault. I still had it pressed down.
It's alright, no problem. It's just that it's just pretty disruptive to hear that while we're playing.
I know. I tried to tell him to get out of here, but
Alright, Adol, you come in, and the Lost has a little bit of cover from the door frame, but you easily find a mark. 25 hits. Alright, as you stab the Lost, it really squeezes Bereza tighter. It uses its reaction to do its tightening embrace, and it just surges you with psychic damage, Bereza. You're hit for 15 psychic damage as it tightens. Oh. No! Don't leave me!
It's okay, Fraser. I'll get you out.
23 hits. As you lunge at him, you pierce the dagger straight into his chest, and he lets go of Bereza instantly, and he lurches his back behind himself, and his head kinks back almost horizontal, and you just see this shadowy energy just start to waft out of the open chest wound, and his eyes start to lose their glow as he just crunches to the ground, lifeless. And when that happens, the fleshy remains of the creature, they start to wither. You hear this squelching sound, and they wither up until there's nothing more than a misshapen skeleton.
Oh.
That's why you don't trust in gods, boys. Doesn't seem to get you anywhere. And I step on the goop pile.
You okay? You okay there, Brazer?
no, I'm not.
Yeah, we just.
Can I try examine
Try.
skeleton and goo?
Ignore the fact that they were just waves.
Are we still in the torn?
Well, I guess there are some waves around because there's a bit of a mood around here. The corpse, it's just a skeleton at this stage, and it has this rusted chainmail with this sort of red colored livery. There is a bent longsword, in his hand, and his shield is nowhere to be seen. He does have one thing on him. It's what Stingy Widget has in his hand now. The holy symbol of Lathander that has his name engraved in the backs. Sort of like a dog tag.
Well, we found
I
it.
guess, just so we can prove we...
Do you want to see if we can stay the night here?
Those ghosts, do we know if the ghosts might actually come back? Seb?
No, you don't know.
Well, there's one way to find out. What was the name of the maid again?
The maiden?
The maid. What was her
Oh,
name?
yeah,
again?
Yeah, the one that he's.
Oh, yes, the
that-
one that greeted
he's the
you
one that-
guys.
Yes.
Yep.
Let me find it. It's Ederic.
I yell out, Ederic! Ederic, darling!
You don't get any response
Seb,
from
could
her.
you give me access to the party loot?
Oh yeah, let me swap that over.
My assumption, gentlemen, is that when that lady died, the spirits that were in her service were also released. That's my guess. By Ederic's. Ederic isn't the type of hostess to leave us hanging, you know what I mean? Like, I think they're gone.
But we still have the lizardmen that could come here. Maybe that's the reason. So, I think that's the.
These tables
I
here,
think those
strong
was-
boys. You just barricade the.
And we find a bit of something.
Yeah, so I think Berazer's dying, so we should probably sleep. I'm not very strong, but I look at Kirith and I say, wouldn't it be mighty fine a warrior job to barricade a door against lizardmen? Or pull, you know?
Well, I can help with that real quick. I'll still have enough strength to carry stuff.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. Let's give it a go.
I'll give you 15 lay on hands. Bears are just right now.
Sweet Lou is still paralyzed on the ground as well. He just seems to be almost frozen. With this like big smile on his face and his arms like stretched out like he's gonna give a hug.
Well, I can carry him around. If you want to, I can carry Sweet Lou around. I have more energy now, but
What time of day is it?
It's nighttime.
Yeah, I'm not really big on poking around a haunted castle at nighttime, gentlemen. I mean, that just sounds. I mean, I know I said it's probably not haunted anymore, but I'm not that brave. All right.
I can understand. I think that's not a bad idea.
wait, Iris, don't you have like that sense that you can use? The sense if there's undead around us?
Yeah. I'll use that.
Alright, you use a divine sense. And you detect something, Kirith.
Ooh.
You detect some undead coming from down these stairs.
Okay, guys, I do sense something. Coming from over down this area, downstairs.
Suddenly, you hear someone else coming from stairs that lead up to what seems to be the roof. And someone steps out. See, white-skinned, bald-headed elf.
Not these guys again.
These motherfuckers.
A shade Archai, as you guys know from previous campaign.
Before. We don't know, but we know.
Yeah, your characters have never seen one of these guys before, most likely. Why, hello.
Who are
Hey.
you? Who are you? What are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Quilana. I came here for Venetia. It looks like you've... Sort of pokes around the corner. already disposed of her. Excellent.
She did that herself.
Oh. Well. She was an evil creature. You've laid her to rest.
It wasn't easy either. And apparently, whew, man, heroic as hell. I think it deserves some kind of reward. Yeah.
Maybe a rest?
Reward?
That
From
seems-
whom?
You're here.
Why, I did not come here to defeat her. I traveled far for other reasons.
Well then, who the hell are you, and why are you here? And how did you get past the ghost guards without killing them all?
Hmm?
There were guards.
You just have to be quiet. Stick to the shadows. The darkness is your friend.
Ah, one of those, huh?
Even ghosts need to hear and see to sense things. But I am not here because of business that concerns you. I'm here for my own reasons that I cannot disclose with you what they pertain. You understand this, I hope. And I care not what your business is here.
Well, alright then.
Well, I need to collect something before I go.
Can I do a history check on him?
You can make an Arcana check.
Collect
Okay.
something. Whoa, buddy. I do have to say, we're the ones who kind of cleared this place out. The loot arrangement has not been... We need to work something out, you know what I mean?
Oh, I must collect it. I've come a very long way to collect this item, and I cannot leave without it. It is simply not possible.
Could you tell me what the what that item is, just so I know how pained I should feel?
It is an item that belonged to my patron. A magical rod in which he uses to channel power. Venetia has disappointed my queen. She does not deserve it anymore, so I have come to collect it. But don't worry, I'm sure she has many other treasures. These
Probably not
items,
usable by someone like me, huh? And I just like T-pose a little bit.
No, it is a warlock weapon.
Oh, well then in that case, you know what?
Wait.
Take it. Show of good faith, just in case we meet again.
Alright, Adol, you know what this guy is, Shadar Kai. You know that he is an elf that's been transformed by the Shadowfell, and they're servants of the Raven Queen. But that's about the extent of knowledge that you have about them.
I go over
There's
to
definitely
Stingy,
pallor about
and
him.
I go over to Stingy and I tell him that. Guy. With the Raven. That's all I can do.
Ooh, okay. Another one of those hoity-toities. Alright, fine. Y'all fanatics. Ugh. And then I just sit down at the table, break out like a ration and start eating.
He holds this spike chain in his hand, and he goes over towards these steps, and he like swings the spike chain around and attaches to a gate that is just at the bottom of these stairs here. It's a landing 5 feet below this level, and he tries to like pull the gate off, but he struggles. Do you mind? Can you help me with this?
What do we get out of it? We said that we had none of.
I nudge it on and I whisper, he said that she probably had a lot of magic items down there and he only wants one of them.
Oh right, yeah. You said. All right, never mind.
Well,
Brazer, go ahead, Brazer. Help him.
yeah. I see you're having trouble with that. In exchange, I could try and open it for you.
In exchange for?
Just a reward, perhaps.
I have no reward for you, friend. Your business is none of my concern. I have another way to open it.
All right. I'll mage hand Ledgerman it. I'll try and pick the lock from up here with my mage hand.
Oh.
It's not locked. It's like a gate that seems to be raised and lowered, sort of like a portcullis.
Oh, never mind.
Well,
It's
What
old
is
and
that
rusted
way?
and decrepit.
because, I could just go ahead and try and bust it open for you. We'll find, you said that there were other magical items down there besides that rod you were looking for, right?
I have no idea. All I know is there is the item that belongs to my queen and I must retrieve it. Anything else is not my concern. But don't worry. And then he sort of pulls the chain back and catches it in his hand. And then he disappears.
Well,
And then
can I try open it up?
he reappears right next to you guys a short while
Oh.
later. And in his hand he has a stone box. He moves over and puts it on the table. Gets his thumb and his forefinger. Puts it on his chin. Examines the box. It is locked.
What is the box? All right, I'll try and open it for him.
Force it open.
Alright, make a thieves tools check. There is a lock on it, so seems to be like pickable, even though it's made of stone. You try, Stingy, and you almost get the lock. However, just as you're about to open it, it snaps back shut.
Ooh.
All of the pins of the lock. And while that's happening, there is this sort of fog that started to creep up the stairs from the room in which Quilana just came from. And it's like a mist. It starts to hiss and coalesce and then glow brightly with red tendrils similar to veins. Each one of these mists rise up and the red tendrils start quickly lashing out towards everyone rapidly.
Oh boy. It's like the movie It.
You guys sort of have a brief moment to see them before they attack, so you're not surprised. And some of these red tendrils go straight for Quilana. Getting tongue-tied today. Alright, it actually moves over Quilana's space, provoking an opportunity attack from you, Kira.
Okay, I'll do it.
A 15 hits, and Oriole glows as it cuts through this undead. For 19 points of damage, it sort of disperses the mist a little bit, but then it just keeps on going, unflinching, towards its target. And as it starts to hover around Quilana, thin red tendrils, some of them are as thin as a hair, they very quickly start wrapping around his arms and legs and latch onto him. And he starts to sort of scream, "Ah! Ah!" And you see his alabaster flesh start to sort of pulsate with this purple energy, like he's being bruised or something. And it starts to drain his life.
Oh wow.
Takes 11 necrotic damage. Not only that, the vampiric mist heals for 10 hit points.
What?
Yeah.
And Quilana's hit points are reduced by 11 necrotic. Oh, 11 points. Alright, the mist ends its turn there, still latched onto him. Kirith.
I'll take that one.
22 hits. And you slice through it for 12 points of damage. 22 hits again. The blade cleaves through it for another 7. It starts to disperse slightly. As you sever some of these red tendrils, they sort of snap back together and the mist shrinks a little bit. Verizar.
Alright. I'm going to frenzy, or not frenzy, reckless.
Okay.
I'm all out of rages. And I'm gonna attack the mist that's on this guy.
A 12 is a miss. And so was a 4. Both wild swings are avoided by the vampiric mist. Quilana uses his spike chain and he just starts swinging it around. 23 hits the vampiric mist and it can't be grappled, but it can take necrotic damage. He channels that necrotic energy into his spike chain. He hits the vampiric mist for 6 points, and then the vampiric mist makes a dex save. And it fails, so it takes 4d10 necrotic damage. It is resistant. You start to see the vampiric mist sort of weep a bit of its form, shrink in size, and take 7 necrotic damage. Quilana ends his turn there. This mist moves over Zilch, and the tendrils start to reach for you. Make a Constitution save, Zilch. You resist the life-draining effect, and you take no damage. Woo. This mist swarms over Kirith, and it does the same thing, using its life drain. Kirith, make a Constitution save. Kirith, you take 11 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
And your max hit points are reduced by 11. So you're gonna have to, I'm gonna fix up your hit points for you. Your new total will be 28, and then I'll put your old total in brackets so you can keep track of the reduction easily. Alright, so you take 11 points of damage, and then it ends its turn there, draining your life. Laurent.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Shatter over here at level 2 and excuse
Just to hit this one?
it should be able to hit the 3.
Depends on I'll give you a 10-foot radius if the compendium wants to load. It's yeah, you could, I mean, you could hit the 3. You're gonna hit your own allies as well.
Yeah, no, I use the sculpt spell.
Oh yes, that's right, I forgot you can sculpt. But you can hit all of them then. How many people can you sculpt around?
3.
Okay, in that case, yeah, You won't hit this one, but you'll hit like the rest, like that. Okay. Alright, you sculpt the shadow around them.
Yep. Shatter.
Two of them succeed, one of them fails. You see some of the ancient flagstone tiles cracked. Rubble is thrown into the air. You hear a loud bang that rings off the walls and leaves a ring in people's ears. One of the mist takes 10 thunder damage. This one is completely destroyed, and the explosion dissipates it, and it just vanishes. And then the one on Quilana, it's also destroyed. Even taking half damage, it was enough to dissipate it. Whoops. Dissipate Quilana apparently. Alright. Two of them are dead. There's some light destruction here.
Nice.
Stingy.
I'm gonna take out my rapier and say, you know what? You really suck. He's booming rapier.
It is a crit.
Yeah.
12, 25, 43, 41 damage.
Alright, you hit it for 12 piercing damage and 8 thunder damage. 20 points in total with its resistances.
Ooh, damn. And
It's not a +1 rapier, right?
No, it is not.
Alright, it still destroys it. That's just enough damage to completely destroy it.
Oh shit! And then I'll bonus action. When in the confusion, I'll use my bonus action to Mage Hand Ledger Main the container into my sack.
Alright, you try to Mage Hand the container. It does not budge. It's way too heavy.
Gotcha. And then I'll move and then enter.
At all.
Alright, I'm gonna take some swipes. Guy and Kirith.
$16 hits. You slash it for 7 damage.
A bonus. Dagger of Venom.
13 hits. For another 7 damage.
I will move. Turn.
Kirith.
Yes. I am going to continue attacking. Oh.
9 is a miss. 13 hits. You sort of thrust upwards, cutting through the cloud as a glow from Oriel as the entire mist is dispersed, destroyed.
Ow. Wow, those were nasty.
That wasn't enjoyable.
Mm-mm.
What was that?
Painful.
Just some
Nope.
remnants of Venetia's evil servants. Nothing we should worry about now. They are gone. You do mind stepping on my face, Zelch?
My mistake. I was looking for your face and I feel out and I scratch his chin. There it is.
Alright, you need me to open the box now?
Quilana sort of holds his hand up. No! We must open it with the key. We cannot risk the item being destroyed.
Where's the key?
It must be around here somewhere.
probably in the. Well, you were upstairs, right? Did you have like a bedroom up there? Or?
You amuse me.
What is this room?
He just keeps on looking. Keeps on looking indoors. Stingy, this room is a pretty small chamber, and it's only 10 foot square. As you step in, similar to other illusions that you've seen in this area, you sort of for a brief moment see a small bedroom. In fact, very, very cramped bedroom. Just a single bed, a chest at its end, a wooden chair, a writing table, and there's grimy plaster on the walls. And as you sort of open it up, you see, like, for a brief moment, Ederic, but she looks like alive. She has color in her face. She got some tied back red hair and a nice dress on. She sits in the chair sewing something. And then when she looks over to you, everything sort of just disappears and fades away, and you're left with an empty room.
Can I investigate to see if, like, I don't know, there's any remnants of her or like any mementos she left behind?
Make an investigation check.
Can I do like any kind of magic or anything? I don't have magic, do I?
You can try to make an Arcana check, Laurent. Alright, Hendrik Topaz. You start searching around and you notice that one of these tiles is loose. When you pull it up, inside you see a few items. There is that same dress that Ederic was wearing, but it looks very musty and old. And there is a caked, crusty looking leather purse. And there are some ancient looking coins inside. Quite a lot as well, more than what you'd expect for a maiden to have. 10 platinum pieces, 24 gold pieces, and 84 silver pieces.
I'm guessing we could just take this. You wouldn't mind.
Quilana sort of shrugs his shoulders. Your material world has no meaning to me. I care not for your items.
Fair enough.
They are nothing to me.
Laurent, you're recording that, right?
Yep.
Because Stingy's not the type of rogue to like squander, to keep things to himself. He'll split it with the party. Party loot.
There's also a dusky glass flask containing a potion of healing.
Ooh.
And this very ancient looking yellowed page. It has the words, "All things must pass into shadow." And then it says mirror in brackets.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
So behind the mirror there must be something. If I'm smart enough.
Yeah. I'll take out a piece of chalk and I'll say, "Thank you, Edric. You even in death you managed to be kind to us." And I'll draw like a little heart on the ground. And I'll lay her dress on it. I'm not gonna take it, but I will take her gold. And I'll also say, "Thank you for your gold." And then I'll leave.
Alright, Quilana keeps on opening doors and looking around. As Brazier, as you step into this room and take a look, the same thing happens. You see like a sort of ghostly spectral image of what this room looked like before it fell into disrepair. There is a large 4-posted bed sitting at one end of the chamber, shrouded in layers of dark silk, while a fire blazes hotly in a stone fireplace. Everything around you seems very comfortable. You for a second believe that you're not in the drowned forest in the middle of the night. You feel like you're in a nice warm noble's chamber. And you also see an enormous portrait hung on the back wall facing outwards, and a small shrine next to the bed. It is comprised of a dark wooded altar, several bronze bowls and candle holders, and a small silk cloth of black and purple, and a large glass statue of a feminine form dressed in heavy robes. And unlike the other chamber of the chambermaid, when you enter this room, the images sort of stay there in their somewhat ghostly shape, appearance.
Hey, y'all, let me know if you find any mirrors. Can I open
I'll
the
check
door?
behind the portrait. See if there's anything behind the portrait.
Alright, Bereza, you try to like touch the portrait, but when you do, it becomes like so hard to see that it's practically invisible. It instantly becomes like highly translucent, and you can see the wall behind it like as clear as day. And it's just a very dirty, grimy looking wall.
That's kind of freaky, little.
Can I open this door to my left?
All right, you open that door, and there is only one thing in this room. You don't get the same sort of ghostly image showing you what the room used to look like. It's just an old 6 foot tall silver framed mirror.
Well, gentlemen, I found the mirror.
Alright.
I'll summon Slick Rick from his pocket dimension.
Oh, it's Slick Rick.
All right, Slick Rick comes out, waves to everyone.
Can I pet him?
Yeah, scratch his little chin. He loves that. I give him like a little scrap of cheese.
I'll scratch his chin.
All right, buddy. And I lean down. It's time for Operation Eyes, and I tap into his senses.
Alrighty, you're seeing through Slick Rick now, as everything
Slick Rick.
around you becomes unaware.
All right, and then I'll have Slick Rick try and like go through the mirror.
Alright, you control Slick Rick and sort of looking around with this warped image of reality, and then Slick Rick runs and jumps into the mirror and just smacks his head against it and lands back on the ground.
I undo it. Ugh. Oh, Kirith, hold on. Put out that light, my man. It says all things in shadow must pass. Mirror.
Alright, when you
So
say
probably-
that, suddenly this swirling image just appears in the mirror. And
Oh shit! That's what I expected.
Slick
Bring
Rick
the light back. Bring the light back.
looks into it. And what is Slick Rick thinking of at the moment?
If I'm still cheese. He's thinking of cheese.
Alrighty. He thinks of cheese, and then suddenly this image appears in the mirror of this like green meadow with like many cows, milk cows, sort of just plotted around on the farm, and this farmer leading the cow to this milking house, milking the cow into a bucket, taking the bucket, storing it, and taking the bucket like into a wagon. The wagon like travels through into a village, and then it's like given to another lady, and then it's put into a crate, and then taken somewhere else and taken to this big warehouse. And then there is like the milk is poured into a big bucket, and they add some rennet and other things, and they're like dipping their arms in the milk and swirling it around, and then it just cuts to like a scene of it being stored in this big wheel, and then eventually it cuts to a scene of like this farmer taking this big chunk of this big wheel of cheese out and putting it on a bench, and then cutting it into sections
God.
and then packaging it and putting it on a shelf for sale.
Okay, like I'm seeing through Slick Rick's eyes for all of this. I'm like, what the fuck, Slick Rick?
What?
I dismiss him into a little pocket dimension.
Am I seeing this too?
Yeah, everyone sees it. It goes on for about a minute. It's like following this milk through its journey to become cheese.
Oh my God. I walk up to the mirror. I look into it. I think of the key that would open that container that we found, and then I say, "All things in shadow must pass."
All right, when you say it again, nothing happens.
Damn it! Well, guys, I found a good reason to spend the night.
And I found the key.
Okay.
Oh, where? In what you would assume is a bedroom?
It was hidden in the window frame.
Of the bedroom?
Yes.
Ah, not so silly now, huh?
I want to look into the mirror too.
It just has your reflection in it, Berazar.
Oh, come on. Oh no, what?
This is
Hey,
actually
guys,
a normal
I'm gonna
mirror
check.
now.
Hold on. Guys, I just thought of something. If this reactivates at, like, dawn, which is, I know, when other magic items do or whatever, we could find Taruko.
No.
I think. Wait. I think I know where he is. I think he's at the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Oh, fuck that.
Remember?
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that.
Alright, so you found the key then, Casper? I don't know. Brightboard?
Casper.
Frosty?
I can't even say my own name. Quilala. Yes, and he's already like opened the box up, and he takes out this black rod, and at the top of the rod there is a big purple
Click
gem
right away.
and black raven wings coming out of the purple gem.
Ooh,
is it.
that's pretty cool.
I must go now.
Wait, where did you get that? You just kind of disappeared. Where did you find that?
This
You found it in the book.
is what
Yep,
I came
the
for.
box.
Yes,
Yeah,
in the
but where
box.
did you find the box? You said you couldn't get in the basement. You disappeared. You came back with a box with cool stuff in it. Where'd you get the box?
He had the box, remember? Oh,
What's in the book?
where did he get it? Like it was
Yeah.
was kept down there.
Okay.
But I have no use for the other items. Goodbye.
Oh, there are other items in there.
Well, may I suggest a quick nap before we go raiding further?
Yes.
Who needs
Do we
a
want to
nap?
wait until morning?
Wait, hold on.
Inside the box there is like tons of coins.
Oh, there's more in the box.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like a false bottom or top to the box or something like that, or?
Make an investigation check.
I guess Slick Rick can't really do help actions on this kind of stuff, huh?
Yeah, he can like look. He can help look. Not sure how I don't think he's smart enough though to meaningfully contribute.
Yeah, true. I got an 18.
All right, an 18. So yeah, you take a look at it, Stingy, and you're quite certain that there's no like false bottom or anything like that. And there is just like tons of loot in there. So there's heaps of ancient looking coins, 120 platinum, 2,300 gold, 7,000 silver, and 1,200 copper.
Nice.
There is a glazed clay jug containing a magic oil. It's a potion. The sticky black unguent, thick and heavy. An oil of slipperiness.
So it's lube.
Basically, yeah. there is a painted glass figurine depicting an armored woman wielding two swords. Her armor is purple and her swords are black. Seems to be some sort of godly relic. It's worth 125 GP. There are 4 sapphires, nicely cut sapphires, worth 75 GP each.
Wow. Well, that was a pretty good haul. Jeez.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
Alright. That is a good haul.
I want to finish exploring this place, but yeah, I think sleep is good.
Was that all from the basement?
The basement,
guys-
you just see like a small 10-foot square room down there that looks empty.
Oh, like a vault.
Are you guys hurt at all,
Yes?
or are you guys fine?
I'm
I mean,
sleeping before we go back.
I mean,
Look,
like
it's whatever.
who actually needs healing? Because if so, I could take care of it. I'm just wondering, because we can keep moving.
Well, I'm down 11. I'm permanently down 11 points till we do a long rest.
I mean, because like if I was just saying, we could just take a 10-minute short rest.
When
You guys,
we're not in Avernus anymore, and Berazer's out of rages and it's nighttime, so
Actually-
this seems like the right time to sleep.
with me, you are. So I would,
With
if
me
you
you
don't
are.
mind, I could cast Catnap.
I don't have any spell
I
slots
cast
left,
cat.
I'd like to sleep. Like long
I
rest.
think we should take a long rest, yeah.
Yeah.
As he's just like
Alright, Quilana is gone. He just goes back up to the roof and disappears. Sweet Lou is still just paralyzed. And is there anywhere particular you guys want to hole up for the night? A particular room or something?
I'll sleep in the maid's room. I'll just lay out a. I feel like
There is
akin
a
to my now.
cat in the hallway.
Alright, so keep in mind you guys are still in the drowned forest, and this presence of fungal spores are prevalent.
Oh,
Still
I forgot
having
about that.
difficulty breathing. So, alright, you guys hold up here and lay out your bedrolls and take a nap, do your watches, and when you guys take a rest, you
I guess we're gonna take.
you only get 1/4 of your normal hit die, so anyone who only ever get 1 hit die back. You only get 1 hit die back when you take a long rest. You guys wake up the next morning, and even when you do wake up, it's still pitch black outside. So very, very dark.
Do you want to try the basement still?
Yeah, might as well. He seemed pretty hasty. You know, there might be something hidden down there. Who knows?
When you guys get up, you're feeling somewhat drained. You didn't have a very good rest at all, and just all through the night you were hearing like noises, strange noises. You gather yourselves, and Lauren prepares his spells. So does Kirith. You do your morning rituals. Get back to your feet. As you guys continue on, the first thing you do is go and check out this room. It's just a very simple 10-foot square room at the end of these stairs. completely empty. There is an outline of dust in which the large stone chest was resting.
Are there any like can I look for like secret doors or something? If this
Make
is a vault.
a perception check.
Can I assist him in any way?
You can make your own perception check if you don't trust Stingy Widget's perceptionness.
Nothing here.
And you guys do not find any secret doors.
All right then. Well, are we gonna get out of here, or are we gonna go to the roof? What do you guys think?
We could check out the roof.
I do like
There's
the
also
idea of the roof.
there's also this hallway down here we didn't investigate.
This is true. Well, might as well comb it all, right? Not like we're coming back.
Works for me.
Alright, you guys go and check the old guard house where the ghostly guards were. Behind the heavy wooden door there's a spacious yet plain chamber. And you see bits of broken wood scattered all over the ground. Some of the wall is caved in and piles of rubbles fill every crevice. You see remnants of rust. Like there were once rusty weapons that have completely degraded away. There's nothing here.
Just like a training ground or something?
It looks like a quarter of this keep has sort of caved in. A big pile of rubble that leads down to the dry moat.
Upstairs it is.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys head up onto the roof and it's just there's nothing up there. Broad steps lead up to the roof of the keep. You can just overlook the walls. There's some arrow slits. The roof is covered in puddles. The wall is deteriorating in many places. It's a large empty space in the same configuration as the lower floor.
Okay, and I think there's one more.
Sep, can you move me with
There's a
everyone,
door
please?
we haven't opened.
Oh, never mind. I see them.
We were too busy fighting that hug man to think that there's a door right here.
Alright, you find a small room here. It's filled full of like this brown mush and mold. And it looks like the remnants of old barrels and crates and sacks. It must have been here for hundreds of years or longer. The room sort of stinks and looks like this was like a larder.
Ugh, probably nothing in here, I would think.
Alright, if we want to go check out, I can do that.
You want to check it out? You're the one with the strong stomach. I don't want to poke around in there.
Okay, we can go check out the roof. Also, when we leave here, don't forget we have that contract to go and kill out that troll.
Troll. Oh, we're supposed to hunt a troll?
Yeah, there's a bounty that we got to go hunt a troll in the forest here.
Oh, damn. Okay.
We get 25 gold for it,
Oh,
I
sounds
believe.
good. I'm not exactly a fan of trolls, so that sounds fun.
Ah, not that my ox can't handle.
All right then. I mean, I guess the only last thing I'll do is, let's see.
Should I go ahead and carry around Sweet Loot too? I didn't mean for that to run.
He is there just foaming at the mouth. There's something seriously wrong with him.
He's still paralyzed.
I just tie him to your back.
Alright. What is this, like C-3PO and Chewbacca going on here?
Yeah, dude. Alright, I'm just gonna investigate.
Sweet little bag. Can I store things in his mouth?
Alright, this room is exceptionally small, dingy, and there is just random bits of rusted crap, all fallen into disrepair, like ancient-looking torches, a mouldering cloak, bits of wood, small shards of glass. There's a beyond rusty scimitar, cracked whetstone.
Screw it, I'll look for things of value. Nothing of value.
You pick around in all of the crap trying to look for anything that could be valuable, and you actually find something. A tiny little vial was underneath a pile of splintered wood. Pink liquid inside. It glows and glistens as you hold it. It looks to be a potion of some sort. And when you sort of take a little whiff of it, Slick Rick also gets a bit of a sniff. And when you look at Slick Rick, you sort of notice Slick Rick's eyelashes are exceptionally long and purdy, and he sort of blinks at you for a brief moment and then sort of just snap out of it.
Is this a love potion?
And he sort of smiles at you a little bit too.
Uh-oh.
And that sensation quickly wears off, and it's a you know what it does? It's a perfume of bewitching.
What?
For the duration, it gives you advantage in all charisma checks directed at humanoids with a challenge rating of 1 or lower.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So I guess you're got a challenge rating of 1 or lower, Stingy.
I do.
Yeah, for a brief moment when you let your guard down, your challenge rating went down.
Oh man, this is like perfect for Stingy. I'm gonna put it in my pocket and go, yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna use that to get some action later?
Why not? And then the last thing is that mirror, right? Like, is it affixed to the wall? You said it's 6 feet. It's probably not easy to carry.
It's not affixed to the wall. It's just hanging there. I mean, yeah, it's pretty tall. Definitely carryable though.
Hey, Laurent, could you maybe identify this thing, or just so we can figure it out a little bit?
On my way.
If it's one of those things that just... Yeah, exactly.
Don't start any battles while I'm casting this time, okay?
We'll try.
Alright, you start a ritual for identify, and at the end of the 10 minutes, Lauren, you place your hand on the mirror, and knowledge is imparted into you as you identify it as a mirror of the past. Actually a rare magic item, and holds a very special power indeed. I don't know why it says hand mirror. I guess it can come as a hand mirror. This one is a much larger mirror though. So yes, you can learn something about the history of a specific object or creature by taking an action to gaze into the mirror and thinking of the target. You can think about all sorts of things such as cheese, and it'll show you a
I'm Mike Rowe, and this is Dirty Jobs.
a 1 minute sort of image of something that happened in its past. It could be random and cryptic, but it should be accurate still, and it's presented in no particular order.
It looks like I'd be fun.
You can do it once per day.
Can I try it?
Yeah, I wasted my last one on cheese, so go for it, bud.
Alright. Could I use it?
Yeah, you just say the command phrase, all things must pass into shadow. You need to utter it near the mirror before it can be activated.
All things must pass into shadow.
And then you need to like think of a certain object or person.
I'll think of like the coolest axe of the land.
Alright. You just think of the coolest axe in the land, and it's not any particular axe that you're thinking of. You think of your own axe, Bereza, as it swings around, slicing through all of the different people that you've taken down with that axe. All the fights in the moat house, even the fights with the vampiric mist. You just sort of see these two green hands attached to the axe, and then there's just like this swirling mist around the rest of the image. You see the axe cutting through all of your various victims.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like I watched a trailer on your life, Bereza.
One man.
This summer,
What
Bereza's gonna go wild with his axe.
I pick up the mirror and then I tie it to the backpack that is Sweet Lou.
So I'm carrying both this mirror and Sweet Lou at the same time.
Alright.
If it's possible.
You just sort of get Sweet Lou's hands and just like put them around the mirror. He's like paralyzed, so like his fingers don't move. So he's just like got the mirror holding it like, and then he's back to back with you, Bereza, and he's tied to your back and he carries the mirror, and then as you guys walk behind Bereza,
Is this Monty Python? I swear to God it is.
And now we can watch our 6. Thank you very much. I like this
I've
mirror.
got eyes in the back of my head.
literally do.
It is a mirror of the past, which probably are fixed yesterday.
Alright, we getting the fuck out of here, gentlemen?
Do you want to check out the roof?
I think we already did.
Yeah, there's nothing on the roof. It's just a flat area in the same configuration as the ground floor, with some parapets and
So
crumbling walls.
Are we gonna go troll hunting?
I wouldn't mind. I mean, yeah, it's not like that paladin's getting any more dead, right?
Yeah, he's already kind of, on the floor, dead. Yeah.
Alright.
So, like, if I'm fighting, am I gonna be, like, disadvantaged from the stuff I'm carrying on my back?
Yeah, you would be. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time fighting and moving with Sweet Lou attached to you like that.
Do you have that stupid disc, Laurent?
Tasha's is not going to believe so.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys step out of Hex Home and you're deep in the center of the drowned forest. You guys want to hunt the troll. So, without any leads or information to exactly where the troll resides,
Yeah, that is kind of stupid.
you'll have to try and track him by making... One person will need to lead the expedition and make a survival check.
I'll do
Alright,
that.
I have a
I'll
plus
I have-
4.
Only Sweet Lou is here.
Oh,
Does
okay,
anyone have higher than plus 4 besides Sweet Lou?
Or what? Survival?
I have a 3. Could I assist Brazer?
If two people are proficient, then
Track-
you can have advantage.
Yeah. Yep.
What is it?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, survival.
I have Yeah, I have survival, so I would be
Alright.
behind Brazier helping them out.
Alright, Brace, make a survival check with advantage. As you look for troll tracks. 21 is good. You start searching around, and not only do you find tracks of trolls, spending an hour scouting this area, you learn that there are many other creatures in the drowned forest, including there are like little splodges of demon ichor, this brackish purplish blood here and there caught against a tree or a thorn or something. Demons. There is some tracks from sturges, some sturge nests. That there are some evidence that there are shambling mounds, these large craters in the ground that have been uprooted in piles of vegetation. We even see some chunks of rotten flesh that look like they're from zombies and other uprooted, awakened trees. But you're only looking for one particular creature, a troll. Now there seem to be some troll tracks that you find, but there is one particularly large set of troll prints that catch your attention. They certainly look like they would belong to something named the Sleeping Giant. There's something else in this massive footprint. It's just a large foot, which is it's like 2 foot long. There is this thick purplish goop, and it's highly poisonous. It seems to sort of be puddling in these massive prints. And you follow the prints up, moving carefully and slowly, following the tracks. You come to what looks like a camp. Someone's small camp. There's still a smouldering fire on it. It's in a clearing. There is an ancient looking stone bridge. There is a river flowing underneath the bridge. Very slow moving brackish water. Of course, all the trees around this area, which sort of leads you to the northern edge of the drowned forest. There is like light here, so you've traveled up like here, and there's enough light getting through. As you know, the drowned forest is somewhat like sort of dark and transformed. Like when you get into the deep center of it, it's just practically so dark that it looks like it's night. A lot lighter here, and the trees have leaves. You're practically outside the drowned forest at this stage, and you see smoke issuing forth from this camp, and the tracks lead right up into this what looks like an ancient crumbling tower about 100 feet away from you guys. And you hear this like incredibly loud snore coming from just inside the tower. There are birds chirping about, and it's actually quite pleasant. The air is breathable as well. So this is where you guys are. This is that camp. There's a couple of small tents here, no sign of life. This is the bridge, the river. The tower is over here.
Back on my screen. Up there.
Sorry?
Camp.
It was black, but it came
It loaded?
loaded
It's
in.
loaded now.
Alright, there is a rocky bluff sort of obscuring the view of the tower. The tower is like over here. There's also a small like remnants of a wooden palisade as well.
Is that a ballista?
It looks like it was one, yeah. It looks like there's a small fort here on the edge of the drowned forest.
Alright.
Can we make
Would everyone be okay if I stored Sweet Lou and the mirror by this bridge? Or like inside of this tent?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright. I'll go ahead and... Is this tent still up, by the way?
Yeah, you go and check out the tent, and inside there is actually a bedroll laid out, but no sign of whoever is in the tent, or who was here, or the camp.
Well, I'll lay the mirror like face down on the bedroll with Sweetleaf facing up.
Okay. You lay him down in there. It's nice and comfortable in here. You see some adventuring gear that's scattered all around the ground here. A bedroll, some rope, satchel, and you can see looks like signs of a struggle.
Someone
Well,
got
he
out of
has
here
a,
pretty quick.
yeah, there's a satchel if anyone wants it. I think you'd want it, Laurent, for your magical thingies. So I'll go ahead and give Laurent the satchel so he can store his components and stuff.
Alright, it's just a nice side pack made
Is there
from
anything in
leather.
this tent?
Take a look in this tent, Stingy, and it's similar to the other one. Just a simple bedroll inside, and some clothes, personal effects. They look like they belong to a humanoid, and yeah, no sign of, like, the campfire still smoldering.
Hmm.
The footprints lead up to the tower over here, where you can hear this loud snoring.
Alright.
I was gonna climb one of these trees and try and like scout, or maybe try and climb one of the trees, but I don't know if that's a smart brazier. Maybe you should climb the tree.
Oh, if you want me to.
I'm not a strong boy. I thought I was for a second, but I was wrong.
Alright, everyone, when we see the giant, I think I kinda know. I'll just start channeling that frenzy rage that I'd had. So I'm just gonna let everyone know that that's gonna happen.
Alright, make a athletics check to climb up the tree, Baraza. You easily get up there, and the tree is pretty fragile. It's starting to sort of bend under your weight. Make a perception check. You can sort of just see over this little bluff here. The bluff is about 9 foot tall, and you can just sort of see barely a couple of glimpses of what is in this crumbling tower. It's a large, bulbous green gut.
I see a big green gut over there.
And then the tree is starting to sort of like bend down under your weight.
Alright, I'm gonna climb down.
Would I be able to move forward and try to do a stealthily go forward towards the tower?
Okay. You can move up carefully. And I'll let you know when you're close enough to make a stealth check.
Okay.
Alright, let's go kill a troll.
Alright, there is this this log palisade here that looks like it was sort of built not too long ago, maybe within the last 10 years or something. And when you look over, you see a disgusting scene. There are just like 4, they look like armored warriors lying in a big pile here in a bloody mess.
Can I swim across this river? Is the current like strong?
No, you can just easily wade across.
Okay, and so I have to go around to...
Yeah, the wall here, it's like 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, we can go around this way.
When I have to make a stealth check.
This way at all.
Yeah, I point low and I point high for you guys. Like, split up.
Alright, everyone make a stealth check at this stage. That's a group. As you guys come around to see what is in the tower, there is this On his back, this massive green, grotesque-looking warty gut rising and sinking. This thick, black, scraggly hair in a mess at its head, and this purplish, thick poison oozing all over its flesh. You guys move up very quietly, and as you start to move closer, it starts to stir. And it starts moving its arm around, padding next to it. And as it rolls over, it takes out this disgusting corpse, completely unidentifiable. It's all covered in slime and the flesh has been eaten away. And it just like sort of folds the corpse up a little bit into a pillow and then just turns it, rolls over on his side.
Ugh. Does it have any weapons?
Weapons? No. There are like plenty of bones though. And you do make a... From where you are, Stingy, you actually can't see it.
Oh, okay. I'll move up then.
This is like a 9 foot tall raised bluff.
There we go. I just want to see if he... Oh. If
Make
he
a
uses
perception.
weapon.
Alright, you take a look inside and the tower looks like it was built a very long time ago. The walls are completely degraded. The wooden doors are smashed and lie shattered on the ground. There's a big pile of hay mixed in with bones and blood. You see one large rusty sword, but it doesn't look like the weapon of the troll. The troll itself secretes this poison. He's fast asleep and he has long claws, but no weapon per se.
Ah, the troll is the weapon. And that ballista there, is that look intact?
No, it looks like it's disused, but you'd really need to get a close look at it to inspect it properly.
Gotcha.
I'll whisper to the others if they can give me a signal when they're in position.
Real quick, I'm gonna use minor illusion to write the word fire, like just like have it written in with like an exclamation point above my head.
I will
Yeah.
point at the troll while it's sleeping and kind of do like a walk thing over there, and then I'll like take out my axe and kind of do like a little small swing at it and point at it, and ask and put a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Guess we're doing this.
If we could.
Kira thinks you mean attack and run, attack it. So Kira prepares to charge.
I'll do minor illusion. I'll minor illusion a thumbs up above my head.
It's like Kira's getting ready to run at it.
Yeah, that's what I think you just said. Attack it right now.
I'll like put like a wait. I'll point
Alright,
to
I'm
me,
going.
then point to the. No, I was gonna say hold on. Well, not say it, but just like put a hand out like stop.
I like this. Kira, go.
Then
Yeah, do it.
would I be able to stop Kirith?
But just keep in mind, if you guys are talking, then you're going to be waking this thing up.
Yeah.
No, I
No,
wasn't
it's
saying
over.
anything. I was
No,
just gonna.
Kira just grabbed me.
Let's up.
But I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you like I shrug my shoulders like, what? You know, like I'm shrugging my shoulders at you, looking at you, eye to eye.
No, I'll do the walk. Like, I'm gonna
wave
go.
to Laurent. Just do it.
Everyone
I make
remake
it
their
like
stealth
a-
checks at this stage.
God damn it.
You guys loiter here for a little while.
I
There's a
know.
chance of making noise and waking this thing.
This is great.
Mine is an
Ah,
advantage.
Shit.
Just a reminder from the boots.
As you grab Kirith Bereza, his armor clanks, and the troll opens its eyes. Starts spluttering poison out of its mouth. It jumps to its feet, roars, and then it starts running over to Kirith and Bereza to attack. Loran.
Alright, do it, Loran.
I'll fireball the thing
Oh.
at third level.
That's a strong
Oh,
opening.
You just toss a fireball in there. You see this tiny little red bead on the ground at the base of the troll. It looks down. There's an explosion, and the troll will make a dexterity save if he tries to like hovel out of the way. He does, but even then he still takes 18 fire damage, and he starts screeching. And he yells and points at you, Loran. And he crackles and his flesh burns a little bit.
Back up.
You see his flesh starting to secrete this thick poison. At the end of your turn, Loran, the sleeping giant is going to use a legendary action. And he's going to run at you. When he moves, he runs around Bereza and Kirith, trying to avoid them. And then, now it's his action. He sort of pats these flames out that's all over his flesh. And he runs sort of down here past Bereza, provoking from you, Bereza. Alright, oh, you won't be able to take a... Oh yeah, it's not reckless though. Alright, you take a swing at him, and you miss the sleeping giant. And when that happens, he turns around at you. And he looks at you and he starts stomping his fat legs on the ground. He takes his claws and he puts them on his gut, and then he rips his own gut open, piercing the flesh. And when that happens, there's just a spray of poison, almost like acid, that sprays on Bereza and Kirith. Each of you make a Constitution save against poison. Alright, you guys both resist as the troll injures himself for 5 damage. Bereza and Kirith, you guys both succeed the saving throw, and you take 9 points of poison damage each. And then he keeps on running for Loran.
Wow.
As the claw mark that he gave himself starts to regenerate. Stingy.
Well, shit, I don't like this. Let's see. I'll move up 25 feet and I'll say, well, that big boy don't look too smart. I wonder if he's smart enough to get my joke.
Right,
And I'll cunning action dash to get a little closer so I can actually do it. And I'll cast Hideous Laughter.
Alright, you cast a spell on him and he sort of looks over at you and blinks a couple of times. His eyes start to glaze over. He makes a wisdom save. And as he starts to fall into the lull of the charm, the spell, he sort of screeches and poison sprays out of his mouth. He uses a legendary resistance to succeed the saving throw.
Well, damn. I will continue to... And then I guess I'll taunt him and say, that's not the only one who can make fire, big boy. And I wink, and then I run back the remainder of my dash.
Okay.
Past
He uses a legendary action to continue to run at Laran, moving 10 feet up to him. Ends his turn, or ends his legendary action there. Razor.
Alright, I'm gonna stomp around too and go around into a frenzy rage. Doing the same thing that he did.
Okay. Do you use your axe to slice your gut open and spray poison on everyone?
No, not that part. I just stomp around and angry. That's it.
You could fart. You could fart. It might have the same thing.
I'm gonna have to take force damage for doing that.
Gareth might.
Oh, yeah, I'm right in the line there, buddy. Be careful.
So, I'll run up to him and recklessly start attacking him. The usual for Bearzer.
$20 is a hit. Alright, when you slice him, Bearzer, you cut him quite well with the axe for 25 points of damage. Poison sprays out at you. And you take 12 poison damage.
Well, damn. Roll 20 slowing down. Ah, here we go. I'll shrug it off and then swing at him again.
It is a crit. And you hack into him for 39 slashing damage. You almost split him in two. This causes a massive explosion of poison to spray out at you, but you don't feel it too much as you take 9 poison damage. You've basically like almost cut him in half, slicing through his side. He's like starts to almost topple over, and just like these tendrils of flesh that are still stuck together are slowly like starting to regenerate him back into one piece.
Damn, I really wish I had my bonus action. Yeah, well, on my turn.
He'll take a legendary action and he'll turn around and swing a claw at you back, Barazer. 20 hits, and he claws you for 6 slashing and 4 poison damage. At all.
Okay. I'm gonna move up a little bit. I just did the math. I was gonna cast. Okay. Wrong way. I can't see anything.
He's behind the wall now. He's like over here.
Okay. So,
But if you've already done that, your movement, so.
Okay, so how much is that?
10, that's 10.
Okay. How much is this?
You have to, are you climbing up? This is like a wall here.
Screw it. Screw it. I'll just dash and I'll just be right here. I'll end my turn.
Is you going around? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna cast Bless on Laran, Razor, and myself. Do that right now.
Alright. Yeah, the Sleeping Giant is actually going to take a legendary action before your turn as well, Kirith.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
But no, just continue now. He's actually just going to swing at Laran with a claw attack. 19 hits. And he claws you for 18 points of damage, Laran. Up to see a more slight regeneration. Alright, Bless goes on the 3 of you. Plus 1d4 on attack rolls and saving throws. Laran.
Alright. Sculpting around myself, Berazer, and Kirith, I'm gonna cast a fireball right on top of us.
Okay. Good move. Right, the troll has no chance. You cause this explosion, and the troll's body is completely melted away. The top half that's already half severed from Berazer just sort of melts, and the whole thing, it's like a candle. Turns into a pile of sludge on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah! That smells terrible! I think that means he's dead.
Ah. I'm gonna move a bit and start gagging next to this rock.
I just smell it in. Smells like home.
So how do we prove we killed this thing, and who do we gotta bring it to?
I was just going to say that. It's a melted candle at this point. I was going to say we could cut off his head, but there is no head
There
left.
is a lock of his hair that you could take. It doesn't like melt away like his flesh.
Cool.
Alright, let's take a look of hair.
I'm just gonna poke around in this disgusting tower. He doesn't look like he values things, but he may have accidentally brought something valuable in here.
Does it look like it's regenerating at all, or did that flame really just destroy it?
Yeah, it's just melted. Completely melted. Catches on fire. Alright, Stingy, make me an investigation check. Alright, you take a look around, and it looks like there are several victims of the sleeping giant in this tower. These stairs are completely collapsed, about 12 feet down, and other than just some bones that have been gnawed on and this rusty longsword, there ain't nothing of value in here.
Gotcha. Well, looks like he was just as stupid as you looked. Glad he's dead.
So, I'm able to control that more now.
I'm proud of you. We should get out of here, I think. I mean, we could take a little rest at the camp. But are there still spores around? I take a deep puff.
No, you're like practically outside the forest at this stage. You're on the very outskirts.
You want to take a quick rest, Berazer? You look like you're bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah, I could use a little nap.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, you guys go to this camp, and everyone take a short rest as you mill about, and already a camp set up here for you.
It's pretty convenient, if not a little morbid. I'll reignite the fire.
Okay, get it going again. It starts crackling. It's still quite early in the morning, and there's even some
We're
rations.
so close to a level up. Well, I'm gonna go into this one.
I don't need to sleep. I'll keep watch the whole time. I'll just sit here.
Alright, well, you guys aren't sleeping, are you? You're just taking a short rest.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sleep. I'm not.
You just wake up. You can't sleep
I'm
all
just
day.
chilling.
Pretty much.
Yes,
Got adventures to do.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion so no one can see me. I'm just gonna whack it inside my minor illusion.
Alright, you
Get out
guys.
of nowhere.
Alright, you guys. There's already some food here, so you eat some rations, sharpen your weapons, and just take a rest. Is anyone using hit die?
I am, for sure.
Yes.
You get your full hit die of healing because you're not actually inside the spores of the drowned forest anymore.
Using this big boy hit dice. Oh yeah.
Seb, was there any unidentified items that we didn't find yet? Because I know you.
I'm not sure. You have to ask Laurent.
Ron, could you cast detect magic just so, like, that shit we took off that undead guy we can identify?
I do not have detect magic.
I'll hold on.
Do undead? You want me to do undead right now?
Unidentified.
I can do that.
No. I'll hold on to that obsidian or onyx dagger that fell and see if anything happens. I'll meditate with it as I.
Yeah, you don't
sit
need
under this tree.
to do detect magic to learn if a item is magic or not. Usually, like it'll be very obvious that it's magical,
Oh, okay.
and I'll tell you it's magic as well.
Okay, this is an onyx dagger that I will stab things with.
Yeah, it looks like a sacrificial dagger, like used for some like evil ritual. Made from black stone, it's sort of curved, wavy blade.
So people would recognize this thing as wicked, evil things, huh?
Yeah, it's quite blunt, in fact.
Oof.
It does have a sharp tip that you can like pierce your finger and dip a drop of blood into some sort of ritualistic chalice.
Like the one I have. Pull out my pocket.
Exactly. I will take a 10-minute break as you guys rest here, and then when we get back, I'm sure you guys are done here in the Drowned Forest, and you do know that you've got this urgent mission that if you don't hurry, you're going to actually miss it.
I forgot what the urgent mission was. Could you refresh before we go?
I'll recap you guys when you get there, so you know.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Because I'll end up recapping it anyway. So.
Man,
I'll see you guys back soon.
alright. Man, it's been a
Question: when we were like there in that campsite, you gave me was like a backpack, wasn't it?
3 more levels. I get to add another die to that crit damage. Well, 4 technically, but we're so close to 6. We're sure we're gonna get it this session. And then I can't be charmed or frightened if I rage.
I can't wait till level 7.
East and back.
Welcome, welcome.
How are you doing?
You know, pretty good. How about you?
That's good. I'm doing pretty good myself. I'm pretty excited for college because it
it's
looks like
August. You should be leaving in like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna be coming
not
up.
leaving college. I'm gonna be commuting, but still, it's gonna be good taking classes that I'm semi-interested in.
Yes.
And if I keep my grades up, my bachelor's degree should be debt-free.
Do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna apply for work study there too, maybe. Earn some more money. I still can't believe what I found earlier. Not like, oh, how dare they, but I was kind of just like, oh, that's a
You
surprise.
found a magic item. What's
A
That
wrong
is
magic,
with
true.
that?
a magic
Yeah.
item that requires
Yeah.
1 hour of attunement.
Did you find any pearls of power? Like perhaps it's
Multiple. A string of them.
No,
How many
How many
charges
fu-
does it have?
I don't know. I didn't stay around to find out. It did look pretty magical, though. It had like a pinkish purple gem on it.
any
Hey.
rod of the pack keeper?
Oh my god, yes.
No, but you did have these other like cool dice that she showed us. They had like it was like you clapped and
Interdimensional
they
shackles.
no
Look at
no
a portable hole.
Oh my god.
no. It was where she
D&D
where
talk.
she clapped. It would
D&D talk.
roll.
All right, let's continue. Okay,
All right.
so you guys have claimed your bounty. You've also you've fulfilled Eleander's request to hunt down this missing guard patrol. It was led by the paladin of Lathander. Came into the drowned forest to purge the evil within it. However, he failed and was transformed into something hideous. So, yeah, you guys had a bit of spare time up your sleeve, but you do know that you need to get back to Saltmarsh like imminently, practically like now. So it's I think it's like a couple of days journey from where you guys are. It is, as the crow flies, about 50 miles. That'll take you guys almost a week.
Wow.
Because it's all difficult terrain. So
Can
you
we
actually, yeah.
Can we try and find an awakened tree to help us out like you did last time?
At Silver Stand. Even then, that's like 2 days journey. Up to you guys.
Damn.
Will we have to make like a survival check or something again, or? It's
No,
just which
but
way
you
we
will
go?
need to get back in time. You're gonna have to move quick, so your travel pace will have to be a fast pace. That'll knock off a day from the journey.
Okay.
And
Okay. We'll just have ambushes and stuff waiting for us.
maybe.
Okay. All right.
So, how do you guys want to plot your journey back?
We're gonna go quick. I want to go quick as hell possible.
Well, yeah, but are these
Yeah.
black lines on the map? Are they roads or rivers?
These are rivers. They're all rivers. The road is the dotted line.
And what's like the grass field? Is that what that is?
Like this is a forest. These are forests. Oh, that's marsh. The whole marshes.
Nope. Shouldn't go through the marsh. All right.
Marshes, forest, rivers, roads.
Where's
we never found out about that elven scout, did we?
Different levels of elevation as
yeah.
well. Quite hilly terrain.
I mean, I say we try and find a road as fast as we can, and then travel along it, because the road is probably faster than mountains, right?
Yep.
Or a river, right? A river would work, wouldn't it?
I mean, but do we have a boat or anything?
We didn't bring the jolly boat.
Well, yeah, the boat wouldn't help you because I guess it would down the river.
Yeah.
But
I don't. In Silverstand, do I get the inkling that the trees probably wouldn't take us to Saltmarsh? They'd probably just take us to
you don't think
Burl
so?
at the farthest.
They wouldn't leave the forest.
Yeah. So,
well, I wasn't a fan of Silverstand. Straight to Burl.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Alright, you bypass the Silverstand forest. Alright, it's going to be a full day journeying through the drowned forest, and your scout can lead by making a survival check. And that'll be Berazer.
Can I?
Well, Berazer is
can I assist
exhausted,
him?
so maybe.
Yeah, you can help him.
Yeah. Can. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well then.
11.
This is great.
This is good. Alright, as you guys are heading to the forest, Berazer takes lead, and you sort of start traveling through the. It starts out at the edge, pretty like peaceful. There are birds chirping, nice green, grassy, coniferous trees, and then it becomes much more foreboding. There is thick pools of brackish water everywhere. Everything becomes dark until the sky is completely blotted out by the forest canopy. Even then, there are so many trees. Even the fact that their foliage is long lost and they're little more than dead, rotting timbers projecting out of the mud. There's so many and so thick, they block the light from above. You start to see mushrooms and other fungi sprouting everywhere. Some of them grow so quick they weren't here the day before, and massive, massive funguses here now. Thick clouds of spore fill the air. And you realize, Berazer, you're lost.
Well,
So
That's not
is
all.
there any way we can get back? Oh, okay.
but wait, there's more.
You step on a fungus accidentally,
Oh no. Oh,
and you hear a scream from a shrieker.
Oh gosh.
You stop and freeze. You look around to see if anything's coming your way. Ooh. Ooh. You're deep in the drowned forest at this stage, just surrounded by funguses everywhere. Ooh. Ooh. Suddenly, sturges. 13 sturges start flying towards you guys from nearby. You're near a river, and they start buzzing to you guys. You're moving so quickly that by the time you've readied your weapons, they're already upon you guys within 30 feet. They're all coming from one direction though, but you guys have the river sort of at one side of you, which is sort of good because you found a river. It's going to help with navigation, but it'll definitely slow down any sort of movement if you try to get back and away from these sturges. So we'll move on over to the map in a second. 13 of them. It's a large swarm. And just got to grab your tokens.
Why did I get rid of sleep?
This just happens during the day as well. Even though it is day, it's dark in the Drowned Forest. So let me turn out the lights as well. You hear their buzz through the gloom before.
Oh, I probably would have had light on Kirith already.
Yep.
Before that, because if
Alrighty, and they are 20 feet in the air, all of them, as they buzz towards you guys. They go first.
I rolled a 1 on my initiative.
The Sturges start to descend, all of them.
oh god,
They start swooping down. They move very, very quickly and just surround you guys from all angles. Whoops. Ah.
what do I say? What did I shot? I have
Guys,
Shadow Clone. Give me back my Shadow Clone.
Everyone casts Simulacrum.
This is Stingy's worst fear. Another Zilch.
Alright, they descend upon you guys, swarming you as much as they can, and with their long proboscises, little red flies, giant mosquitoes, they look quite shrunken, hungry. They start trying to stab the proboscises into you guys, their tongues poking out of their mouths. These attacks will be on Kirith. First attack, 23, hits. And this one attaches to Kirith. As you feel it pierce your flesh, you take 7 piercing damage. The next one tries to attach itself to you. And it hits. It also sticks into you for 6 piercing damage. And you can hear the sickly gulp of them draining your blood. Another one tries to attach itself to you. And 14 is a miss. One of them goes for Adol next. And 14 misses. Next one goes for Bereza. 19. It hits. And Bereza, you hit for 7 piercing damage as it attaches to you. Another one tries to attach to you. And it's a crit. This one like attaches to your eye socket and starts draining your eye for 11 piercing damage. The next one goes for Stingy. And
Doesn't matter. It still hits.
alright, using your unsettling visage. Alright, you oppose disadvantage. And a 15 does hit. Alright, it doesn't seem to be too bothered when you give it like a spooky face. It attaches to you as you take 6 piercing damage. They continue to swarm you, Stingy. Another one attaches to you as you hit for 7 piercing damage. And another one attaches to you. You're got them hanging off of you from everywhere.
My face! My
Another
beautiful
5
face!
piercing damage. And this one actually here swarms like over to Adol. There's like no room left on Stingy. And it misses. And then another one's going to try and attack Laran. And it's a crit. It just attaches straight into your side for 7 piercing damage.
Ooh.
A 16 on you, Laran. It hits. And another one attaches into you for 7 piercing. And one more is going to attack Adol. and a 10 misses. Okay. And that is the Sturge's turns. And they continue to drink blood. If they start their turn again, everyone who has them attached to them is going to take a lot of damage.
Great.
Stingy.
Let's see. What would happen if I ran into the water with these things attached? Like, just dove.
They're not going to they're going to stay stuck to you. You'll be like, they'll be like floaty devices.
Great. And how do opportunity attacks work with these things?
They're going to be attached to you, so if you move, they move.
Well,
and the ones attached to Brazier, etc., etc.
Then they're not going to be able to.
Alright, let me see. Well, shit. I just look at Laurent like, kill these fucking things! And I, stab one that's attached to Laurent.
Okay. As you, like, reel your arm back, like you've got a Sturge just, like, on your elbow. And, like, it's moving as you're swinging. And you stab into the Sturge, and you use Booming Rapier, and then it just... it explodes, and blood spatters everywhere, as well as thin pieces of Sturge. It's just absolutely destroyed.
I'm used to being covered in blood.
Did you solid get these fucking things off of me?
Gareth.
I'll attack that one that's on me. Or whatever attached.
24 hits. And you just drive the blade. So practically scrape it off with the sharp of the blade. Dead.
And then if this is the other one that's on me, I'll attack that one.
Yeah. And that hits. You also just squash that one. Adol.
Okay. Alright. I am sorry, Brazier and Stingy, but I have to do this. And I am casting.
You're doing a shit.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I'm gonna do Thunder Wave at them.
I thought you would have done something else. Maybe
at certain, third level, they're mosquitoes.
A certain attack with your sword.
If it does.
A certain attack with your sword.
Oh, I know. The mobile flourish.
Not that one. Don't run away and leave everyone.
I expend a luck point to get the GM to say what he needs to think.
It starts with an S.
Yes. S?
Yeah. I mean, there's only 3 flourishes. There's only one that starts with an S. You should be able to get it.
Oh, slash. Oh, yes. Okay, that. I get it. I get what you're saying.
You want me to roll for you too?
Yes, actually.
Is your computer okay?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I just wanted you to. It might be with your rolls.
Let's do it. What is it?
But okay, I'm going to do that. All right, so,
what is that?
I'm gonna use my shorts. All
right, you try to stab at one of them, but a 13 actually misses. Their skin is leathery, and a 13 bounces off.
Okay, and then I'm going to try again with Dagger of Venom.
25 hits.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my Slashing Flourish to get the other one that's on him as well.
Slashing Flourish doesn't like hit everything within 5 feet.
Hold on, let me pull it up for you.
That would be pretty neato if it did. There's also one right on top of you.
Yeah, I'm trying to they're everywhere.
You can't really swing without hitting one.
Yeah, so you deal the damage to that target and any other creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you. which is every single Sturge.
Yes. Oh shoot. Okay, that's really cool.
Alright, so you you take the dagger of venom and you sort of jump up and you pierce the Sturge above you. And then as that falls to the ground, you just like do a whirlwind attack. You just whip around and just slice through every single Sturge and they all fall off onto the ground dead.
Oh shit.
Well,
no, that's really cool. Okay, okay. That was really cool.
So I'll owe you one then.
Woof.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that targeted multiple things. That's much better than I thought it was originally.
It looked like it targeted only one, but
I just looked at the Sage of Ice and said, could be one, could be more. I was like, well, shit. Sweet. You turn into a fucking blender.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
There's one more. There's one more.
I belly. It's on my chest, and I just fucking body slam the ground so it explodes.
I'm still just like, there's one in my eye.
Oh, I hate when they get in your eye.
Berazer, where the fuck are we?
Yeah, Bracer.
It's hard to tell when I have this thing in my eye. I'll try and gently,
Beret's got the map upside down and inside out. And
what?
You've got
Someone
the map,
threw the.
it's like upside down and somehow inside out. It's like.
Oh Jesus! We got to the upside down.
Alright, so is the river to our north or is it to our south, Berazer?
Hold on, let me see.
Alright, you guys, you basically lost, and it starts to become like nighttime now. So you need to rest. Or you can try and push on.
Well, I think we're kind of forced to rest. I think a long rest is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, it's like you need to sleep. That was like the survival check is that your whole day of adventuring. You went like 10 miles through the drowned forest, and now it's time to sleep. Unless you guys want to push on, it's your choice.
I think we kind of have to rest.
Everything around you is this sort of dark glow of bioluminescent fungus, and there's the sound of chirping crickets around you. I can't speak today. You guys decide to rest here, and you'll have to get your bearings again the next day. Okay, so you guys rest up, and it's a safe rest. Nothing comes by you guys during the night.
We get our one hit die.
Yeah, you only get one hit die back as you're deep within the spores now. And you wake up the next day, and even when it is daytime here, there's only a few thin slithers of light that reach the forest floor. When you guys wake up, you notice something strange. Next to you guys, there is a shack covered in slimy moss. It was not there when you guys went to sleep.
Do we want to check it out?
Yes, I do, but I send Slick Rick. Slick Rick, this is a very important mission. I send him to poke around by looking through his eyes.
Alrighty.
Why would you do that?
You send him into this slimy little shack. He has to sort of head through a curtain of dangling moss. As he looks inside, sees something laying there on the earthen floor. It's a skeleton. And its chest is completely exploded. And leaching away from the skeleton is this moss. Apparently, the skeleton is the source of the moss.
Slickrick returns, and I'll report that. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that behind us. I don't know about you. If we get lost again, I don't want.
Slickrick comes out with like one of the bones in his mouth.
Good boy, Slickrick. I give him a little piece of cheese.
He eats it. He doesn't know what to do with the cheese because he doesn't eat.
Oh yeah, true. I always forget that. I dismiss him into his little pocket dimension, his little Pokeball.
Okay, he vanishes. A puff of smoke.
I want to kill that thing because I don't want some fucking moss zombie sneaking up on us.
Yeah, I think we should kind of do that too.
You guys go in, and the shack is very small, and all the furnishings are covered with moss, every single square inch. And you take the bones and break them, shatter them, and pull them apart. You put like the head over on one side of the shack. You throw like the legs off into the nearby bush, and
yeah.
There are pieces of the skeleton laying around everywhere now.
The skeleton.
Well, do we want to burn it?
Well, let's look around real quick. This might have been like the skeleton of a druid that we just desecrated for no apparent reason. Now we think about it, but maybe if it had like, maybe there's like a symbol or druidic, or like he had a necklace or something.
You can make
Can
a
I investigate around?
nature check. It's a pretty like smallish shack, single room. Furnishings are completely covered with this slimy moss.
Is anybody proficient in nature?
That would.
I'm not.
I wanted to like investigate around, see what's around here. But
I got a 10.
There's nothing like interesting around, apart from just this moss, which is.
Yeah, I got a 10 on the nature. Nice, Kira.
I don't find anything discerning about the moss. I was asking Laran though, so it should be him that makes the check.
My bad.
oh, nature.
Yeah. Alright. Oh. Alright, Laran, you investigate around the area. Like there's nothing of like interest here, apart from the skeleton, which, well, isn't really there anymore. This moss, however, the way the skeleton was found and the moss growing out of it, you feel like this was like a person that was like infected with some sort of like fungus, and it exploded out of his chest and started growing. It grew so thick, it completely encased the entire shack. Turned everything into soft wood, melting it away. The cause of it is like nothing you've ever heard of. Something truly unnatural.
Hey, that mirror we have, would I need to know this guy's name, or can I just say this guy and try and get a montage of his life?
It has to be like very specific. That's why it didn't work with braces.
Okay. So I'd need to be like Jenny Craig, and then it would. Okay.
Yeah. I'll show you Jenny Craig's journey.
Yes. From 280 pounds to 130. Let's see. Guys, do we want to get the fuck out of here? That
I don't think we should.
Yeah, let's get out of
Yeah,
here.
I don't think we should stick around. This could be dangerous. I don't want to accidentally breathe in any of these spores or anything.
True.
Alright. So, you guys need to get your bearings. You know that you're near a river. But
And
I'm not
we
sure
know that
exactly
there's
where.
We know there's a mountain.
There's no mountain.
Well, I mean, if we're heading, like, there's a I think we're at 200 elevation right now, and it goes up to 400. So, like, if we could climb a tree, could we kind of orient towards where the land rises?
That's what the survival check is for.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So we know that
The
we're near a
canopy of
river.
the forest is like, it's like a roof, basically.
Gotcha. So
And,
the river's good.
The elevation doesn't apply in the forest. It's all twisting and turning and ebbing and flowing, and the only way to get out of like being lost is find your bearings with a survival check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless
Is,
you've got some
alright.
sort of magic that could allow that.
Can Bardic Inspiration
Raise it.
help the
You want-
survival check?
It's like a full day of
Gotcha.
of trekking through the forest. So
Probably not.
Bardic Inspiration only lasts
yeah.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I can give him. I can always. I'm proficient in Survivor, so I can always just help him check.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's what you guys been doing. Braze has been leading. Adol's been helping scout.
Yep.
I'll go to the bathroom.
Brazer?
Oh, this is.
Maybe you do it today, Adol.
inconvenient.
You've got the same bonus anyway.
Oh.
You take scout. Brazer got everyone lost.
True. I don't trust him anymore. I put the kick me
You
sign
just
on
got
his
out of
back.
a free roll, Seb. I saw. I see what you did. As soon as I was about to suggest.
All right,
there
you
we
get the
go.
bearings. You get the bearings. Well,
Okay.
you're sort of on track. A little bit sidetracked there. All right, you guys continue through the drowned forest. Adol uses landmarks to try and discern, the location, and some follows tracks, trying to retrace your steps, some familiarity, and eventually, on this day, you guys break out of the drowned forest. You travel into this hilly expanse, and you get close to Silver Stand. The full day of travel. Now you're just in this like sort of hilly region. You can see a lot more. You can see like a few miles in every direction. You can see the precipice of Silver Stand. It's nighttime now. It starts to get it's like a full day of journey, so you need to camp again.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yep.
All right, you camp again here, and you find a nice place to huddle up, sort of a cave nearby. Sort of steer clear of that in case there is some sort of bear. But near that, there's a small shelter that you guys find. It used to belong to some unfortunate camper who never made it back here. You stay there, light a fire, and have your food. It's safe. You wake up the next day. You continue on. With the tree line of Silver Stand in the distance, there's no chance of getting lost. You head straight towards it. You head into... But you guys want to just go straight by Silver Stand, right?
Yeah, there's
would
a lot
say
of
go-
undead there.
In Silver Stand?
If we-
That's the elven.
no, there's no.
Oh, I mistook
Yeah,
that.
if we-
Then, yep, I would prefer that then.
That's. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
let's go to
guys you guys stop by Silver Stand, and again as you head into Silver Stand, notice the same glimmering silvery leaves. You find the road here. Wood elves make their presence known to you. You see them tracing through the trees, jumping from branch to branch, following you and guiding you to the ancient and secret elven treetop village. You're brung before Kandri Ivy Branch. And it's also, it took you a full day just to get here as well. It's like time for you guys to basically camp again. And you're sort of running behind on time a little bit to get back to Saltmarsh, but hopefully without any more diversions or distractions, you'll get there in time.
Did we have to turn in any quests here, or are they all in Saltmarsh?
She said she sent in like a couple of elven scouts with like the paladin, but she never made it back.
Oh yeah. So the paladin, is that a quest of her? No, the paladin's in Saltmarsh, and she just had scouts.
Yeah, the paladin quest. Well, the paladin quest was found on notice board in the Hall Watchtower in Saltmarsh. It's just a notice board quest.
Can we describe how the state we found the paladin in? I don't know if there's much hope for her scouts.
Alright, you guys brung before Kandri. She sits there on this null wooden throne, looking down at you all. Welcome back to Silverstand. It's good to see you are all alive.
Thank you, Kendry. I don't, yes, it is. I don't know if we're exactly bearers of good news in this circumstance, but well, and I take out the necklace that the paladin, the dog tag, essentially, that the paladin had his name engraved into, and this was found on we didn't see any sign of your scouts, but we found the paladin that they were accompanying, and well, he wasn't himself. He had turned into some thing that I don't know how to describe. He really liked hugs. He had some stabby arms. But I don't know how much hope your scouts have unless... either they abandoned him or they met a similar fate. I don't know which one pleases you more.
I know they are dead. When they did not come back, I knew it then.
Okay.
They were not protected by Maliki of the forest. Too far did they venture, and that is when their hope was lost. Now they have gone to Corellan Larathian. Now they have returned to the Feywilds. Their souls have become a part of something much greater. However, we must still fight. The Wild Flame Pact was struck because the elves of our kingdom and the humans of your kingdom united against something much greater, an evil. However, this evil has spread, and it's going to be a long time before we can quash it entirely. When the cultists of elemental evil came to the Drowned Forest, they opened up something truly horrid. An evil portal to their abyssal realms, in which the gods they worship reside. It has spread like a plague, poisoned the forest. And we are yet to find an antidote for that poison.
Question. Do you know anything about the Shadow Kai? And the Raven Queen?
Shadow Kai?
Yeah.
Why, yes. They are brothers and sisters of mine, of the polar opposite, those of the Shadow Realm. Why do you ask?
Funny thing, while we were looking where the paladin was, we actually ran into one that was looking for a specific item.
Oh, they are not from this plane of existence. It is strange that you would meet a Shadar Kai, but not surprising when you think about, well, the current situation of the Drowned Forest. There is darkness in the forest. And though I do not know of what this item Shadar Kai was seeking, I believe it is merely a byproduct of a much greater evil that exists still within the forest.
So, well, she's distracted. Can I kind of like hide behind Berazer a little bit and maybe sleight of hand that perfume that I got, the magic perfume?
Alright, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
She looks at you, Stingy. Is there something you need to drink? You are thirsty?
no, it's just that forest made me really smelly, and this helps that a little bit, you know?
She sort of looks at you. Why, you certainly don't smell to me.
You know, I think my nose is different than yours. I'm accustomed to a certain scent, and I kind of like splash a little on me. There we go. That's much better.
Why are you standing back there? Come closer.
I do. I come closer and I kind of swagger up, and I take a knee in front of her. I'm like, all right, my lady of the elves, the darkness you speak of, we seek to fight it too, and we're starting our campaign in Saltmarsh, but we run short on time, my lady. I must seek the aid of the elves. Is there any way you could lend us horses or elk or anything that could hasten our approach to stop this evil?
Make a persuasion check. She's like swooning at this stage. Say evil again.
Evil. Do I have advantage from the perfume?
A 14. You're
Damn
taken
it.
aback a little bit. It blinks her eyes as if she's somewhat sort of come out of the allure. I can give you horses if you'll pay for them.
Okay.
How much?
For your efforts in the fight against evil, and going out of your way to try and find my scouts, even if it was a hopeless mission. There are 5 of you, plus a very large blue-skinned backpack. Are you after a horse each?
Can we double up? Is that possible? I mean, I can change my weight, and Laron is pretty small, so...
It is possible, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
You could get by with 4 horses between you all.
4 horses, my lady. My love. No, I'm just kidding. 4 horses.
Very well. I will fit you with 4 riding horses for 280 gold pieces.
Okay.
I'm sure we can swing that. Can't wait for our party loot.
I think we
Horse
just
food.
divide it. I don't think we.
Did you guys divide the loot? Yeah.
Yeah, we divided it.
You get a horse.
That's,
You get a
40.
horse. You get a horse.
46.7.
You get a horse. Everybody.
47 gold and 7 silver each per man. Someone gets
Okay.
gold.
She whistles at one of her people, and he comes back 10 minutes later, holding some reins to 4 riding horses.
I whisper to that elf. I gotta use this fucking perfume while I have it. Your contributions will not be forgotten, my lady.
Oh, and you won't be forgotten either, my whatever you look like right now.
Thank you.
Alright, so are you guys all paying separately?
Yep, 47
Yeah.
gold a pop.
Alright, 47 gold each. And you guys have the horses. And you're on the road as well. You're gonna get back double time.
I'll make myself kind of smaller, and then I'll share Kirith's horse.
We'll have them hooved and watered, ready for your departure in the morning. And she offers you guys pull up a stump. A room here in one of these treetop houses.
Thank
So
you.
you guys take another long rest, and this time the air is fresh and clean. And it's a nice, comfortable, yet precarious stay up in this treetop village. Like you're 100 feet above the ground. A series of wooden rope bridges. All right, 4 horses. All you need now is an apocalypse. You guys will be good to go.
Nice.
Alright, you guys continue on back to Saltmarsh.
Did we want to stop by Bird or whatever it was?
Yeah.
I think you guys
we gotta
would
turn
want
in
it,
the.
right?
Yeah.
Is there anything there for us?
Yeah, we gotta turn in the troll.
Brownie
Oh, the troll is there. Okay.
and
Alright.
talking about the troops.
So you guys will go like quite quickly on the horses now. You'll cover like almost 50 miles a day. You'll be back in Saltmarsh this very night, traveling full gallop. So you guys gallop down the road through the forest. Yeah! And you see all the elves trying to keep up with you, jumping from tree to tree. And as you guys exit Silver Stand, you see the trees shimmer once more with this silvery light, and a dozen or so wood elves spanning the canopy of the forest before you come to this large walled settlement of Burl. It's just on the precipice of Silver Stand. It's a fortified outpost, always on the guard for monsters emerging from the Dreadwood. It's a key stopover point for travelers. And it's in a bit of a dangerous location, because you've got the Drowned Forest to the north, the Hull Marshes to the northwest, and then you've got the Dreadwood to the south, just in close proximity. So it's actually a community inside there, as you guys know. It's almost like a small village within itself. It's a small keep set atop a hill that overlooks the forest border. See some farms clustered about. You guys are let in. They have this massive palisade and wooden door that they raise and close as people enter and leave. And they take your horses for you guys as well as you enter. And you make your way to Kiara Shadowbreaker. Most of the people are just going about their business as you walk through. They are let me just put everyone on this map again. You head on through, people are just like doing washing, sowing fields, sharpening weapons, hammering things, fixing things, and building things. You head on through into the center of the outpost, where you see Kiara Shadowbreaker and Wander Roots, the Trent. The Castellian greets you all. Welcome back. How are we all? Good to see you still standing on your legs.
Indeed.
Not often I see some careless adventurers such as yourselves make it back from an expedition into the Drowned Forest.
It was a bit difficult, but we were able to manage.
You call it careless, I call it bold, adventurous, stunning, dashing, but, words are words.
Well, you're back, you're alive, and you've got all your limbs. So, what of it?
We hunted down that troll, that sleeping troll. We took care of him.
The sleeping giant is slain! Hoorah to that! And you have some proof of the matter?
Yes, and I give her the troll hair, the locking.
My. She sort of sniffs it, hands it to Wonder Roots. The massive Trent, with its trunky arms, its face is cut into the wood trunk, looks down at it. Yes. Yes. I can pick up the scent from anywhere. It is authentic. That poison is disgusting. It would rot my timbers. You've done well, putting it out of its misery. I think they deserve a little bit extra. Don't you, Kiara? Yes. I know I promised you 25, but I'll make it 50. How does that sound?
Alright.
Sounds good.
Generous. I appreciate you.
And me man? Did you find out about me man?
Oh, yes. I somberly hand him the dog tag.
I am a woman, but...
I somberly hand her the dog tag.
This is the year 1478 DR, so... I
didn't want to assume your gender so much, I'm sorry. In this very modern world.
Oh. She looks at the beaten holy symbol. She grasps it in her hand by the rusty chain. He was a good man, Luth. So, what was it? A troll? Shambling mound? Or one of them wretched demons?
He became something else. Turned into something with... Why am I like turning like Scottish? what happened?
Ray's is gonna go look over, he's got a set of bagpipes and a kilt.
Yes. Oh my
For
god.
some reason,
The Scottish action is tomorrow, gentlemen, okay? It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright,
But-
so when we had found him, he had turned into this green or brownish kind of thing, 10, and he had like 5 spiked arms, and he had wall eyes as well, and he wanted to be hugging, but when he'd hug us, he'd spear.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Finish, Brazier.
I think that was it for the description.
Sounds like some demon thing.
You know what? What was his name again? And I pull the mirror off of the backpack.
Luth Daggermeyer. Why are you asking that? It's literally written on this holy symbol.
Shush. Throughout all things must pass through shadow or whatever. I say Luth Hagermeyer. I say the name of the paladin in the mirror.
Alrighty. Suddenly, Bereza turns back facing her. You put Sweet Lou on the ground, and she just sort of stares at the mirror. What's this about? What's this?
We might get some answers out of this. Just
all right.
Look with us.
And you see this holy-looking man. He is kneeling before a shrine. This all appears in the mirror, and you see a large sunburst pendant of Lathander hanging above the shrine. He seems to be whispering a solemn vow, and then it sort of cuts to a scene of him at Burl, speaking to Kiara and Wander Roots, and a small contingent of soldiers by him. He then is shown cutting through the drowned forest, fighting off all manner of wretched demons, and coming upon Hexhome, and then heads into Hexhome, and he is greeted by the ghost of Hederick, and he's taken to the banquet hall, where he drinks a glass of the decanter, the wine.
Oh,
Then Venetia,
that's what.
the lich, comes out, and he draws his blade. He charges at her. As that happens, Sword Wraith warriors intercept his soldiers and cut them all down. Venetia grabs Luth by the neck, and this shadowy energy starts to swell from her hand, and Luth's flesh turns leathery, tight, contorts around his face and arms, and then he sort of goes unconscious. She throws him in that room. From the fighting and the grabbing, his holy symbol becomes beaten, his armor becomes decrepit, ruined. Processes run through the metal, and this red-haired chainmail wearing paladin then lays there in some somewhat catatonic state. Looks like his legs are broken. All of his muscles sort of broken and contorted from this necrosis that was charged through him from Venetia. And as he lays there on the ground, he seems to be whispering a silent prayer. But his prayers are not answered. Instead, this sort of dark, wispy shadow starts to enshroud him as he sleeps. And then he seems to let out a horrific roar of pain as these long arms burst out of his sides, ending with hooks. And then he just sort of hugs himself there and lays on the ground, his wide open yellow eyes. And then the image fades. So,
Well,
was that him? Do you think he's still alive?
we gave him the death that a warrior deserves when he's too far gone.
I understand. You did what you had to do. Not the first soldier I've missed, and not the last. But I'm sure Eleander will be satisfied. I'll let Kandri know about this.
If it brings you any peace, we also get brought a swift death to the thing that did that to him. So, vengeance has been struck.
I'm sure Kandri will be very appreciative of that. You do know that they were lovers, right?
No, I did not.
But did she not send you to Hexholm to find him? Because that's where he was traveling.
I wasn't there for that. I'm sorry. Someone else talk.
I think you were, but
Yeah, you were.
she just told you guys to like go and find the scout. She didn't mention that like Luth Daggermeyer was her lover or anything like that.
Oh no,
Oh.
no, I didn't. Oh, no, she
found
didn't.
that out.
Well, now I know that.
There's always a stigma. Elves and humans falling in love. But deep down, even though she probably didn't show it to you, I'm sure she's more thankful than you could imagine.
I
For
showed
putting
her
him to rest.
I showed her the pendant. She didn't seem to. And I wrap the pendant in Shadowbreaker's hands, and I say, I have no place holding on to this. I didn't know him. Make sure this finds its way to someone who gave a damn about him, would you?
Of course. But I'm not sure where this should go. And she hands it back to you. I think you best give it to Eleander. See, elves, the Wood Elves. They're not very material people. I don't think Kandri would want it, but I believe Eliander should have it so he can be remembered as a hero for all of his accolades.
Well, if that's what it takes. He seemed to, that was an unpleasant way to go. I didn't know what I was going to see, not going to lie, and yeah, I think we can do him a favor.
Of course. Oh, this is only a small battle in the greater scheme of things. There's still evil in these forests. Still bounties to be had. Hope to see you again.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm never rich enough that coin don't look good. You know what I mean? And I smile and just
be
walk away.
careful and watch your backs. You never know where the Scarlet Brotherhood could be.
Ooh.
What's that?
Ooh, I don't like that.
The Scarlet Brotherhood. They're an evil organization. They hide among us. Charlatans. They seek power and influence, seeding in paranoia to society. I'm quite sure that Duke Feldrin of Seaton has been compromised by them. They work with the Sea Princes. They want to take over Salt Island. Be spies anywhere. Just watch out, that's all I'm saying. I don't have any concrete evidence, of course.
I'm sorry, his name was what?
Duke Feldrin. He's the Duke of Seaton. Feldren.
I don't know if the mirror cares too much about spelling, but I know who I'm going to look at next. Fuck that guy.
Oh, and don't you go saying my name in that mirror. You don't want to see what I've done.
Fair enough. But now Zilch is thinking secretly, I want to say your name in the mirror because I want to see what you do.
Alright, you guys just stopped here to hand that in, and then you jump on your horses and continue on. You don't want to dawdle here in Burl. Ha! You guys grab out your coconuts and clop them together.
Did we get any XP for that?
I think.
No, it was just a monetary reward.
Basically made the horses free. So she said to return the
that was
locket
like a
to
side quest.
Lathander, he said? And it's just like at any old church of Lathander?
Eliander, he is the captain of the guard.
Oh.
I'll fill you in a bit about Saltmarsh because I know you missed those sessions.
I don't want to eat time. I'll probably watch a stream. Probably the first one I missed.
Okay.
All
right, you guys.
50 gold pieces each, or 50 gold pieces?
That was 50 GP in total.
Oh, never mind. Did not make the horses free. But it softened the blow.
Let's do it.
Alright, well, you guys also found like a ton of treasure anyway in the Hexo.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
so
we're
we can't
cheap.
be
We're very cheap.
greedy.
Alright, you guys continue on, and you get back to Saltmarsh like that afternoon. As you gallop by, you pass a couple of small villages, some little halfling settlements buried into the hills, 3 trade caravans, 2 of them heavily guarded by soldiers headed between Saltmarsh and Burl, and you travel by the river mouth and you arrive in Saltmarsh.
Yes. Finally.
Back in civilization. That was a bit of a journey. A nice little sojourn. Let's I can even find the Saltmarsh map. We'll actually go there. I've completely lost it. I've lost my
So the god is
marbles.
Lathander and the boss's name is Iliander. That's confusing.
Yeah, there's not really a presence of Lathander in Saltmarsh. There's only one church, actually. It's the Church of Prokin. This guy must have come from, like, the kingdom of Keerland. Or maybe Seaton, which is, like, the capital city. Saltmarsh is just a small village on the island, actually. Okay, so back in you guys go to Saltmarsh, galloping in on your horses. Let's get Zilch on this map. Hendrik Topaz, I should say.
I think
As you guys ride up on your horses, the guards at the front gate. Whoa, 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 whoa. They want to stop you guys.
Whoa.
Can we help you?
What?
You see Jimmy.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy.
Oh, hey, Jimmy. Jimmy. I know you.
Jimmy.
Hold on here. Ah, it's you lot then. Ah, you the ones that is working for Eleander.
Indeed.
Yes.
Now where
It's
is...
a long journey. We're very tired.
Where's Laurent gone? Get you on that map, Laurent.
He was invisible.
Alright, you come up to this ancient, very old, decrepit looking, broken wall. It looks like it was here from a time beyond the recent era. Jimmy stands there with two of his fellow guards, one dwarf, another human, spear in hand. He looks straight at Berezer. Points at Sweet Lou. What's that about then?
Oh, with him? Well, creature or monster is he's stuck like that.
A monster got him. Is he alright? He looks... that's a lot of foam coming out of his mouth.
He isn't dead, but he's as stiff.
Ah. That's like me wife.
I'm Yeah. The monster gave him a hug and he wasn't the same. This is the result.
Yep.
You ain't don't have any cargo on your way. I don't see any saddlebags on these horses. Good. So where'd you come from then?
We got the horses from Silverstar.
Silverstan?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Silverstan. Oh, I didn't know you were fancy elf-loving folk. What did you do there? Did you drink some mead and sparkle things?
No, we the drowned forest.
Drowned forest? You came from a drowned forest?
Yeah.
Yes,
Forest.
we did.
Well, I didn't know that. Tell me,
Well,
is it true? The rumors I've heard about the drowned forest. It's
What?
Is there really demons in there? I've heard there are little fang dogs that will rip you apart, screeching and chew on your bones.
Well, we
sort
did
of.
I heard they'll eat you alive. They'll suck your legs up like spaghetti without a second thought.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there
Oh,
was
sort
Sturgis.
of.
Well, did you see one? One of them demons.
Yes, he was 12 feet tall, 6 feet broad, 3 horns, 2 from his head and 1 from his chest. His eyes burned like hellfire, and we spat on him.
Make a deception check, Stingy.
Nearly cut him in half on it.
I believe him. Like we did? I don't remember.
Ario needs to train him better.
Alright, you can see him sort of like visibly shaking. Well, you didn't bring none of them evil oddities back with you, did you? They're not following you or nothing, is they?
Of course not, we're not stupid, but I do say it is quite inconvenient to heroes like us, demon slayers even, to be stopped at the gate every time we're coming and going, you know?
Oh, well, I just want to say hi because, well, we're going on a mission together.
We are.
Alright.
Yeah, Eliana's been busting my balls. Every day I've been heading down to that sea cave near that haunted house, waiting with this big old jolly boat for some sort of flashing light. And when the light's supposed to happen, I'm supposed to send my messenger to come and get yous. But ain't having nothing happen yet. He reckons it's going to be probably around the full moon. Well, it's tomorrow.
It's a good thing we got here quickly. And you know what? I know you're just doing your job, and I'll slip a coin into his pocket.
Yeah, it's like he goes to grab the coin. Excuse me, friend. Coin is good and all, but you don't have anything for a thirsty man who waits around on a gate all day. You know, a little something to moisten my tongue.
Do I have booze? I feel like I would have bought booze, but I don't know. That's one of those stupid things.
Maybe it's up to you if you think you'd have some whiskey in your water skin instead of water.
I definitely would. Yeah.
Bears is definitely the man to have that too.
He sort of takes it and takes a swig. Oh, that's sweet. That is. Well, thank you. And he hands it back. That'll make the day go a little bit easier. If you ever need something, well, we see anyone who comes in and out of town. You come back and see old Jimmy, eh?
I like you, Jimmy. I think we're gonna be good friends.
Yeah, well, I like you too. You're not like them bloody traditionalist bastards. Moaning all the time. Oh, the king came and took our country. Oh, we're fishermen and we're gonna catch fish and... Oh, they make me laugh, they do, them peasants.
Yeah, you know what they say? They say, fuck bitches, watch gates. Am I right?
I heard that one before. I like that.
also get money. And then I pour him another shot of whiskey.
He takes another shot. And the other guards are just smiling. Well, I guess I'll see you soon. One of these nights then, eh?
It's like tonight.
And you may want to maybe not draw so much attention to yourself carrying that big green man around on that other big green man's back.
Oh, good point. I use my disguise kit to make Berazer just look like a hideous deform. I put like a cloak, and I just try and make him look like Quasimodo.
Hey, well, what's happening?
Shush, let it happen.
You put a top over Sweet Lou so it looks like he's just got a big backpack on. Human shaped backpack.
Oh my god.
Alright, Banjo. Let's get Kazooie in town.
Alright, you guys head on in.
I was gonna get strong stuff.
What's that?
I was gonna give him a drink of my strong stuff that I have.
Alright, when you go to offer him a drink, he's like, oh, I can't have too much. A couple of swigs is enough. Just to make me feel a bit warm inside.
Just a little sip.
Alright, I'll give it a go then. It ain't gonna hurt. And he takes a swig and scrunches his face up. Oh, What the bloody hell is that?
Strong beer that I made.
Yeah, if you're not an orc, you should really just kind of huff it. But, you know, a little late now.
Oh,
You might want to take a...
Alright, you guys head into the town, and yeah, it's a nice day when you get here. Blue skies, a few clouds. It's pretty humid. As you guys know, Salt Island is about 700 miles west of the Sword Coast. It's in a series of isles. Although it's quite far north and it should be very cold, in fact, Salt Island is the opposite. It's actually a very tropical climate, very humid, and people say that it is blessed. So here's a location of a key of Saltmarsh's location. So I think now is a good time to inform Stigi Widget of this mission. He was sick most of the time.
Yeah.
So basically, Eleander Fireborn, captain of the guard, asked the party to head to a haunted house out on the outskirts of town and purge the evil from it. People say that it was home to a vampire. So they went in, and turns out it wasn't actually home to a vampire. In fact, it is has a hidden sea cave belonging to smugglers. And the party defeated the smugglers, and then when they got back to town and told Eleander about that, he called an emergency meeting a week later and told everyone that they confirmed that if there is a sea cave, there must be a seagoing vessel that is relaying the contraband. It smuggled goods like brandy and silk, which basically avoid the king's taxes, and it's considered like a very grave crime that's like punishable by death. That's how like bad they think it is, of the king. It's basically like I don't know what you'd call it. It's a very bad crime, basically going against the king.
Treason!
So, treason, yes, that's the word I was looking for. It's treason to smuggle goods. So he's basically asked everyone to go ahead and board that vessel when it comes in to drop off its next cargo and kill everyone, put everyone to the blade, seize the contraband. Another victory for the crown. This smuggling operation was sort of uncovered at the haunted house through the sea cave, and the evidence was this signaling system found with a bullseye lantern. So every night, a couple of guards have been waiting with your jolly boat that you guys have down near the sea cave, waiting for this seagoing vessel, which is named the Sea Ghost, to give the signal. And then when that signal is received, messengers will be sent to you guys to quickly retrieve you, so you can ride down to the jolly boat and row out to the Sea Ghost, board it, and put an end to the smuggling operation once and for all. Eleander
Cool.
Fireborn is the captain of the guard, and there are also several other council representatives that the party have met. So yeah, all up, this is like 2 weeks after that event. Alright, so do you guys want to do anything in Saltmarsh? You have got like 1 day of free time. If you don't want to, then we'll skip ahead.
I
Wanna buy anything? Or...
Do we have
I know
anything
one
to
thing that Laurent could do.
Well, first of all, I want to see what kind of if I could get like any magic scrolls or anything that I could like use to transcribe to my book.
Sure. Alright, so I went through the list of the shops available. If you're ever in Saltmarsh, you can just simply cross off the gold and add it to your inventory. Prescribing scrolls around, obviously you need time as well. I'll basically just like, if you want to scroll, I'll tell you how much time you have to copy it or whatever. So these are spells available for scribing at Kelladek's Tower. I think that's number 7 on the map. Kelladek is like a wizard. Actually, no, sorry, it's number 6. So you can go to his library and copy these spells for the listed price. 25 GP for first level, 75 for second, 150 for third. And if you pay double that price, he'll scribe you a scroll instead. Now, it costs that much to scribe it, plus what it usually costs for you to copy a spell as well. So you got to keep that in mind. Pretty expensive. So it'd be like 75 GP for a first level spell in total. And then evocation spells are halved for you, Laurent. And then there's all these other shops. You can go into the Saltmarsh folder and see a full list of what's there.
Actually, I want to pull Zilch aside, and I want to take him to the tavern because I feel like I'm gonna need his help on this. And I want to.
All right, you guys.
Oh no! I'm pulling Zilch aside, away from everybody. And
all right.
What are we doing?
So, just come with me. I'll meet up with you guys later.
All right, you guys head to the empty net.
How much time do I have to be able to inscribe items and stuff like spells?
At the moment, you've got like 16 hours all up. You're like 2 full days.
16 hours.
Actually, say 12 hours. 12 hours sounds about right. So you can get like 6 levels worth of spells. Or more for evocation. Sweet Lou's starting to feel better as well, and he starts foaming at the mouth and he can walk around. He's going to head to the empty net.
And so then what's this about, Laurent? Not Laurent.
You know, just follow me. And then I go to the guy.
Partically inspire me.
The guy?
No, the tavern, at the empty net, the one that gave me the quest.
Oh yes, Kreb.
I won't.
Krebby.
Yes. Yeah. I just wanted to talk to him in the back and.
All right, you
let him know that.
You go in and see Kreb Schenker at the empty net tavern. We'll say that you guys all head there, and then you pull him aside. I imagine when you guys get back to town, the first thing you want to do is go to the tavern. It's sort of like your hangout.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are all drinking around here. And Adol pulls aside Stingy Widget. Kreb greets you. Adol. My friend. How goes it?
Can we speak in the back?
Oh, yes, you're after my special brew.
Yes. I want your special brew.
Of course.
And I drop. Yes, I'll drop 10 gold on the table just to make it look non-suspicious at all. And
I'll discreetly cast Mage Hand while he goes in the back because he's invisible.
Hey.
Okay. Come on then. You see Gellin Primewater sitting at a seat with a ledger in his hand.
All right.
Marking things down as people. Right. They come in and out of the warehouse that leads straight down to a dock where they're unloading and loading cargo. Well, what is it? What's this about, my friend? Wait, who's that guy?
He has a special set of. He's with me. He's with me. I needed some backup, and I felt like his.
I'll push through him. The name's Hendrik Topaz, friend. Nice to meet you. And I reach out and shake his hand.
Doesn't take your hand back. Sorry, Adol, can I speak to you for a second? Who is this guy? He looks suspicious. He's not a member of the town guard, is he?
Oh no, oh no.
Like undercover or something?
Oh yeah, he's very good at being undercover.
What?
And no. Okay. I know. Okay, no. I was trying to compliment him. Okay, misinterpretation. Okay, there's nothing to worry
he's
about.
not like a. You trust the guy?
Yes. He's gotten me out of some tight situations, like the one time we got trapped on the other side, and he convinced the guards to open up and act like we were one of them.
He's saying he's useful then.
Yes.
You said he has a very specific set of skills.
Yes.
Do you think
Skills that make me a nightmare for men like you.
think he could find someone and he will kill them?
Yes, he will.
I'm not a murderer. I don't need anyone
okay,
dead.
if he needs to come to the. Okay, he's not gonna kill anybody, unless you want him to. But he doesn't need to do that.
He doesn't have a missing daughter, does he?
I don't know that much about him, but.
Alrighty. Well, I trust you at all, and if you say he's good, well, he's good.
Yeah.
What was your name again, pal?
Hendrik Topaz, buddy. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Hendrik. So, my friend here tells me that you have a very specific set of skills. What do you have to bring to the table?
Well, let's just say I'm good at. I'm an actor, and I can bring those skills to bear off the stage rather easily. Let's just say.
Oh, an actor type.
You know what? Fuck, Adol, this guy cool?
Am I cool? I'm the one asking who's cool here. Are you cool?
I change my appearance into him, and I use my actor feat to imitate him, and I say, "Are you cool?"
The hell? Neat trick.
That's
Slightly less good looking, but that is useful.
Yeah, but my dick is 3 inches bigger, and I wink.
I'll be the judge of that.
Let's not do this. Never mind. And I'll change back into Hendrik Topaz.
Draw! Alright. Well. Come here, Mr. Topaz.
Yeah. What's I still don't know what I'm.
I've got someone I want you to meet. This here's Gellin Primewater. And you see this foppish dandy. Crab. Oh, Adol. And I don't believe we've met before.
Hendrik Topaz. You know what? Let's Adol do the talking. I'll walk back a little bit.
Yes, I don't think you've met him. He's Hendrik Topaz. He's been he actually came with us from Hamlet. He's been sick these past few days. That's why you didn't see him at the council meeting.
Ah. Well. You see, Gellin? He's one of Adol's crew. He's been sick. Oh, good. That is a mighty fine trick you've got there, impersonation. Very, very good. We could use someone like you. No, I'm not inclined to tell you of our entire operation here, but we have a special mission for Adol coming up, in which we could use your services, you see. Yes, I can see it now. I'll need you to pose as one of the king's agents.
with one of the king's agents.
Yes.
I have to, I do have to warn you. Do you happen to know where King's agent is? I have to do some surveillance before I can really nail the shtick, but give me
the
a few
portrait.
minutes.
Oh, the portrait suffice.
For appearances, yeah. As long as they don't have a particular voice, I can come up with anything.
What about a guard? One of the town guard, that would do.
Oh, that would do just fine. And I get Slick Rick out of my pocket. As long as I can hear him for a minute, I can, I can be him. And my little buddy here is pretty good at letting me hear things.
Well, have you talked to any of the members of the town guard recently?
Were the people at the gate the town guard said?
Yep, they were indeed.
I have. I may have.
Do you know the name of this person? Who specifically this was?
Zilch does, but Tyler forgot. Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy. Yes, that old fool. Always wasting his day around there. I heard he likes to drink as well. Now, what I'll need you to do, Mr. Topaz, is impersonate Jimmy tomorrow night when Adol goes on his quest to the Sea Ghost. I'll need you to pretend you're him, wait down near the haunted house at the Sea Cave. And you'll be accompanied by another dragonborn god named Vershig. Now, when the contraband is seized, I'll need you to dissuade Vershig about your reason to board the Sea Ghost. You see, Eliander has given specific instruction for the guards not to board the Sea Ghost. But I need you on that Sea Ghost. And when the contraband is seized, there will be a small rowboat waiting for you on the corner of the stern and port of the ship. Unload as much of the contraband as you can get in what limited time you will have. And, well, as Adol knows, there'll be a healthy profit waiting for you both when you return. Double what Eliander's offering you. Of course, we're not hurting anyone. We're just dipping our pockets into the king's vast treasury.
I walk up to him and I say, you know what? I think we could get along just fine. But just to get this clear, you want me to pretend to be a guard, and then when with the other guard there, I need to board the ship, and then use that disguise to put as much contraband as I can, make sure it makes its way back to you.
Of course, this is just to dissuade Vershig. You see, he's got orders to not board the ship. You'll need to come up with something. And don't worry about the real Jimmy. I'll take care of him.
Well, I kind of take care of. Could you elaborate?
Crab puts his hand on your shoulder. Well, that's enough talking. You in or not?
Can I meet another guard? I quite like Jimmy. You know what? I'm in. I'll figure it out.
Alright, just remember. You need to come up with a valid reason why you would board the Sea Ghost, defying Eliander's order. But not to arouse too much suspicion that Vershig would follow you. Now, I'm imagining you're going to be doing a lot of fighting as well. Use whatever means you can to an end. Those goods. They belong to the people. Not the crown.
Yeah, fuck the establishment. But now, that being said, I do... What's in it for me again? I'm sorry, we didn't cover that part.
I've promised Adol 400 gold. I'll up it to 500, including the other 400 that Eliander has promised. Well, you can do the math.
True. So if we load enough for the contraband for these guys, but also some for Eliander, then we get paid twice. I like this.
Of course, but don't take too much. Eleander will expect there to be some wares on the ship. The exact amount he leaves up to me. I'm the one who takes care of the accounts.
My question.
Yes.
Sorry. Are there any goods we should prioritize, or just anything is good?
Oh, from my investigation, it would be silk and brandy. Lots of silk and lots of brandy. The amounts I'm not 100% sure, but be sure not to take more than 50% of it.
Gotcha. Easy enough. Well, I think that's a deal, gentlemen. I'm not big on the handshakes, but you'll know the work is done when it's done.
Alright, well.
Alright.
Yeah, so, that was a good drink. I hope you liked the drink stuff. The thing.
Oh
the
my
thing.
god. It was yes, the thing. It was delicious.
Yes.
Thank you.
It
Thank
was
you. We gotta do
good,
this
but
again.
also salty. The barrel's just aging on the shore like that. Brilliant, you know? So the salt water really gets in. It flavors the whiskey. It's nice.
Yes, good recipe.
Yeah, the barrels are the important part. They don't tell you that.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. Smuggling. I mean wine.
You know, Seb, out of character, I'm super happy I got this opportunity, because when it was like, kill all the smugglers, I was like, I don't want to kill all the smugglers.
Oh, the job is still to kill all the smugglers.
Oh, that's fine, but at least I can be a smuggler at the same time.
Yeah, you're still under order to kill all the smugglers. Or, I mean, it's up to you, like, what you want to do. That is the order, so you can,
gotcha.
Figure
What
that
do we
out
do
when
with
you
the
get there.
ship when we kill all the people?
You're just told to leave it anchored out at sea. Like, it'll be anchored. Just leave it, and then the king's agents will move in and secure it. Eleander just didn't want to throw any of his guards at it.
That makes sense.
For reasons
Oh, that's why.
that don't entirely make sense. You probably feel that it may like incite the sea princes, who are like a band of pirates that own land to the south. So it was like a direct attack from the king. So wanted to make it look like it was some sort of like other pirates or freelancers or whatever. All right, we'll wrap up today's session here with that, and then you guys all can take another long rest, and we'll start off tomorrow's session like straight into that mission. If you guys want to like buy, I mean next week's session, tomorrow in game time, next week in next week's time.
I was gonna say, well, Seb, I'm always good for that.
And then if you guys want to like buy anything from the town, then you can do so. Just
the grenades don't have costs.
250 GP, I think, for that. I said.
What about a smoke grenade? Is that the same?
Is there a smoke grenade? I don't think there is, but it could be. We could make like a smoke grenade.
I think it's in the rules. It says after one round it spits out. Anyway, we don't have to cover this now. We can cover it throughout the week.
Grenade. Oh yeah, smoke grenade. Heavily obscured. It's like a smoke cloud. I guess it's similar to a first level scroll, basically. It'd have to be a bit more expensive, so I'd say it would be 75 GP.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And yeah, if you guys have any other questions or queries, message me anytime. You know, I'm good for it.
All right.
I'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Take care, everyone.
All right.
You too.
Bye-bye.
How do I convince this fucking guy to let me get on the ship?
Oh.
I guess I got head out.